Yo, if you are a Premier League team and you played away this weekend, it was the weekend for you because all the away teams, bar I think one, actually absolutely smashed it. Oh yeah, by the way, Nuno lost our SACKED. Yo, people, it is Midnight Vibes episode 69. Halloween weekend. I don't believe in that crap because, the judge man. But if you do, hope you had a good time. Hope you had a good weekend. The Premier League is always here providing the beautiful vibes, unless you're a Spurs or United fan. Or Norwich, actually. Yeah, Norwich they are not even good vibes anymore. They're literally just peak vibes for them.
What a week.
Hey, listen, you've got takeover gas. You just ride on it. Breathe
that
on
gas
it.
has run out. That would petrol crisis has happened.
Right. Like just breathe, just inject the Newcastle takeover gas, man. Just inject into the veins. And on this guy as well, Souls, look at him smiling. Oh, he's been smiling for weeks now. I'm sick of it.
Oh, I'm loving it, man. I don't even care. I'm milking it till the cows come home. Why not? Why not? Because we know there's a loss coming in it, so let's just enjoy it.
Can we just address something as well? I was sorry, Saul, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I haven't just done my makeup for the show, by the way. I was at a Halloween party earlier with a bunch of toddlers, because I took my daughter. Obviously, I didn't just go to a toddler Halloween party. Yeah, so I need to let everyone know that this makeup is from that because I actually forgot that it was still on. So if anyone's wondering why I look very strange, very weird, it's because I was meant to be a clown. So there you go. Just let's address that before the comments.
The comments are just gonna absolutely go off about it now. You know what I mean? Absolutely mad.
So you went as Mike Ashley, basically.
Yes, as that meme, where it's like the clown's like.
Yep.
Bruce's head. That was me.
Mm-hmm. Yo, I just thought, what do I just have in my head? I literally just have something in my head. It's peak, man. It just went out. But anyway, I'm joined by Gunnar. I'm joined by Kendall up in here. You know what I'm saying? Comment section. What we say? Everyone's talking about Kendall's flipping makeup now. Anything else? I saw a comment saying Spurs. Here we go. Mohammed says the horror team is Spurs at the moment. Oh yes, literally. They doing up Halloween good and proper, man, because it's looking scary for them right now. It's not looking good. Well, that's what we're saying. You got there. Here we go. I told you this would happen. Kendall is beautiful. I told you that will be happening.
Thanks.
Jack said, "How you feeling about Ollie, bro? If I was a United fan, I'd be pissed. Great time to be a Chelsea fan. I'm starting to accept the fate that is my football club, but we can talk about that in a moment. KJ, I like your Halloween mask. I know, right, bro? It's absolutely banging. It's so real. It's so real as well. Like I guarantee you've never seen a Halloween mask as real as this one. I'll show you my plug. I'll send you my plug to get these realistic Halloween masks. Anything else in the comment section? Nuno Espirito Santo. Or the way he was winding up his waist for us on the weekend, yeah, it's definitely that. Might as well relegate Norwich now, if we're being honest. Listen, I don't even know why we let them into the Prem. I don't know why.
They're just a waste of a spot, really.
I'm saying frig all about relegation right now. Honestly, I'm saying no.
Wait. Mohammed's asking for another call-in show. Yes. You ask and you shall receive. Yes, call-in show is here, ready. It will be open. The lines will be open very, very soon.
Whoever said that Despacito's now got that song in my head, so I'm ready to fight, to be honest. That's all I'm going to say.
Or a man like Jeremiah in the comments and that, you know what I'm saying? The biggest Ollie out I've ever met. No, but Ollie Inner, I've ever met has turned. He's turned. You know what I'm saying? Like he's now Ollie out. But right, it's time to introduce the guests for today. And we're going to have to make a nice little return because it's Halloween. We have to bring him out, you know what I'm saying, because he scares all, but everyone loves him. I'm joking. Now he's a friendly giant. He's the greatest mod to have ever modded on the football terrace, you know what I'm saying? Been here since day one. Man like Lincoln is here, bruv.
Yo, it's good to be back. Not my words, but the words of every Arsenal fan after the Leicester game on Saturday. Arsenal are back, baby. It's good to be back, anyways, man. I miss you all, man. I miss you, KJ. I miss your face. I miss your Halloween mask.
I've missed you too. I've missed you too, Lincoln. Every single time. Pastor KJ doesn't believe in Halloween. No, I do not. Bun Halloween. Nah. The next kind of celebration.
Oh my god, I was getting so annoyed at everyone like trick or treating. I don't know why. I've become like one of them adults that just hate everything. I was getting knocks on my door now, and I felt like just going to an absolute 2-footing them outside the door. Like I was just please. I wasn't answering the first time. They were knocking again. I was like, go away. Like,
just invite Shelby over, innit?
Go away. I was like such a fun sponge. It was awful. I wasn't prepared this year.
I have not had a trick-or-treater come to my yard for flipping years, and I love it. Why are you teaching children to beg? That is what trick-or-treating is doing. Teaching our young people.
I live in a flat, so no one's come up to my door for Halloween. In fact, my church actually used to do like instead of just like Halloween, they'll influence the children to actually go to church and then have like a hallelujah party. So
hallelujah night. Oi, nah. Listen. Oi, if you're not from a church background, you don't know what the hell this is. But hallelujah nights are flipping hilarious.
We did nothing like that, but that's what white people.
He's like,
it's hilarious. Instead of going out to do up Halloween and celebrating Satan's Day and that, you know what I'm saying, we come to the Lord's house and celebrate the beauty of Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? That is what we do. Hallelujah nights, man. I have not been to one of those in 15 years. I might need to bring it back, you know. We don't need to bring it back. Yeah, bon Halloween. We got a super chat here.
Do Hallelujah instead.
Yeah. Oi, listen. Hallelujah nights, baby. Let's go.
You know what? We all meet up for the terrace, like, what's the word? Like, reunion. I couldn't get the word. Here's a pastor in like 10 years.
Wait, fun fact. Being a pastor is like one of the top 5 least things I ever want to do in my life. 100%. I respect all pastors out there, but that ain't for me. Ain't my calling.
Definitely not Pastor Toby. Okay.
Yeah. No. Let's speak about him the better. Kendall, can we swap owners, please? Tottenham is killing me. That's from like Jerome.
No, thank you. Anyways.
I can't believe I can't believe this is stuck. Whoa. It's back. Like Arsenal, it's back. Man, Agent Bad Vibes. I've not seen that in time.
I should have dressed up like it's Halloween, innit?
Yes,
the regulars in the chat. I miss you.
Yeah, you getting some love in there, Lincoln. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Someone said, "Boo!"
Who's this Donny fam? Wonder Hunter, man.
Let's go. Right, people. Give who holy water?
The trick or treaters. The trick or treaters, isn't it? Give them the holy water.
I was like actually fully hiding from them as well. Like it was so embarrassing. And I was like, if anyone doesn't know my daughter's phone, she was like, "Mommy, why aren't you answering the door? I'm gonna turn the light on." I was like, no, don't turn the light on. Yes. Everyone must have been like hearing out the door, like kids are like at the door, and I was like, "No, don't turn the light on." Hiding in my house from kids. What's that about?
You should just have a sign saying we've got nothing for you and dip.
I should have put the sign on the door saying we've got COVID, do not knock on this house. That's what I should have done. And I thought about it afterwards and I was like, I should have done that.
I should have done that. KJ, did I have a deprived childhood? Actually, I did not. You know why? Because I'm not prime. If you want to see a deprived childhood, Prime is the example of that because he don't know what the hell anything is.
He's never watched any film,
any movie in the history of movies.
He doesn't know who Pop Smoke is.
You know what I mean? Like literally, that is depravity right there. I had a good childhood. I just didn't celebrate Halloween. You know what I mean? I'm just not about it, fam.
Yeah, same here. I've never celebrated it.
Nah, I never went trick or treating, man.
Yeah, my uncle told me not to beg off strangers, fam. We've got enough at home.
That's actually true. We actually did go to the same school. I saw him around I won't mention the school a lot whilst I was in secondary school. Yeah, that's actually where I remember him. I mean, it's just such a small world, man. I mean, I've actually seen a couple of people that went to my school in the comments sometimes. It's nice to see.
KJ, what is your favorite scary movie? Favorite scary movie? Probably. Yeah,
There's a lot.
probably flipping Avengers Endgame, bro, because I was scared. that I was scared that they would actually kill off Black Panther. I was genuinely terrified of that. So probably Avengers Endgame. Other than that, Witches, that film is demented. If you guys have watched Witches as a kid, those witches are flipping ugly, and no child should have ever seen that in their lives, bro. You know what I'm saying? Scary movie for me. I actually not watched the scary movie series. Again, I'm not a horror film fan. Halloween, horror films. Listen,
No,
I ain't
horror
about
films
it.
are funny,
What's
man.
the scary
I
movie
find them
where they be out of
hilarious.
their fingers? Is that Scary Movie 3 where they be out of their fingers? I can't remember now. Anyways,
I just find them more funny. They're just so
like,
funny. Everyone's reactions are over the top.
As you grow older, like it doesn't become scary more. It just becomes funny. Like the jokes get you.
I remember I annoyed so many people out in the cinema because I was laughing. They're like, "Why are you laughing for?" I go, "This is hilarious, bro. This is funny."
I hate scary films. I'm such a pussy. I literally hate scary films. I can't deal with it. I'm sorry. I didn't sleep right when my first ever boyfriend made me watch the 7 Saw films like over like a couple
They're
of
not
days.
even scary.
Yeah, but seriously, I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep for about 3 years afterwards properly. I had to sleep with the light on because every time I kept thinking that if I was going to do something bad, they were going to come, like Jigsaw was going to come guess.
Yo, mad.
Oh my god.
KJ, what about the movie Get Out? Oi, Get
Wow.
Out is a great film. Talking about
It's a
Get
great
Out.
film, yeah.
Oi, talking about Get Out, Cornet, bro. If you need me to flash like a flashlight in your face to help you, I'll do it, bro. If you just give me the signal and I'll flash that strobe in your face, bro, because you need to get out, bro.
I can't get the concept in my head now.
Oi, so man like Akem, that's what I'm gonna call him. Sorry, I'm not gonna even try and pronounce your name because I will butcher it and I apologize. Hey, man like AK says, I love Saw and the Lazarus Effect. Never seen either of them. Not my kind of film. But right, guys, talking about being scared. Both managers were scared in the El SACKED, a classic game of pure football quality. The amount of tactical nous in that game, just out of this world. Manchester United and Tottenham went head to head with the two managers looking like they're getting the sack from their clubs. And lo and behold, when you thought that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was on his last legs, he does it again. He wears Lee Judges, man. I need him to say he does it again for me, bro, because he's done it again. He's done it again.
He got the
W. He got the W. And boy, Nuno, it is looking peak out here for Nuno. Oi, listen, you're right. Again, I apologize. Kendall,
there's a new one, ain't there?
Doing her job. No, it's Souls either.
I thought we ended it last week because it was getting too running away.
Nah, it was 10. Currently, it's by 6.
Right, sorry, that was my fault then.
So technically there. Yo, Lincoln,
What
question.
Right.
Midfielders, who you picking? Paul Pogba or Kevin De Bruyne?
Oh, okay. No, Paul Pogba. I thought it was KDB or Bruno. Yeah, Paul Pogba in there.
Yes, we got one more. It's now 7.
Do you know what is about Kevin De Bruyne? Like he's becoming like one of the best players in the league by name now. I mean, like you see Bruno, he's constantly putting up performance after performance. Kevin De Bruyne just put performance here and there, and his body's going. Like he's 30 now, and he's just going, man. Honestly, no, who knows? Maybe he still has it. I don't know.
So I'm listening to you, Lincoln. I apologize, but yeah. PP getting one more point to that 12-7 lead that KDB has on him. But everyone in the comment section has been telling me to check.
I'll check right now.
Check the thing, and it says the Tottenham ready to go, impressing on with CONTE, which this time he could say yes. Antonio Conte might be going to Spurs.
Is that the way?
Look, don't sing that song for one, because that is literally a horror film
it's
song.
you know, it's cursed. It's cursed. Liverpool fans.
Antonio Conte.
Man.
Antonio Conte might be going to Spurs. Anyhow, they get Conte. It just shows the ineptitude of Manchester United. But one thing I will have to ask though, can Conte work with this squad of Spurs?
Why would he be silly enough though to go somewhere where that he already didn't go? Like he already refused before. What difference does it make? I'm sure Levy's probably said to him, Daniel Levy's probably said, we'll do this, that, and the other, made him loads of promises, and he'll just lie again. Like honestly, whoever takes over that squad right now, wish you the best of luck in the world, because it is a very hard job. The squad, several managers now haven't been able to get a tune out of it. The captain's down tools and wants to leave. Daniel Levy is a horrible chairman, and the fans hate every manager that goes in. So all I'm going to say is good luck to whoever goes there, because I would not like that job.
Imagine Conte trying to get a player, trying to get a better strike, trying to get a better player out of Harry Kane right now. We're trying to play.
Well, to be fair, I don't think Harry Kane would be an issue in the Conte, just for the fact that he will see the levels and pick up the tools again. I love how Saul's being quiet, because he doesn't want to have to even think about Spurs and Conte.
No. All I'm saying, they went from Mourinho to B-Tech Mourinho to the modern day Mourinho. They're literally just getting Mourinho's fam. So it's all good if that's what they want to do. Because the thing is, think about it. He's going to put a back through of Dyer. Yeah, good. Go on, mate. Like, if you want to go there, ruin your life and ruin the legacy you've got in the Premier League, go ahead, man. I'm not even talking. Because the reality is he should wait for the United job, like he's been doing all this time. But obviously, if United have turned around and said, we don't actually want Conte, and he's not actually who we want as our first choice, cool, innit? Like, it is what it is. Because Spurs are done. He'll go in there, demand a lot, and Spurs will be done anyway. So it's all good. I'm not scared of Conte going to Spurs or United.
Or United as well, man. Like, because
the thing is, right, look, the reality is he'll give you 2 seasons of, like, something. I don't know what that will be at United at the moment. And then after that, he'll destroy your club.
Yeah, that could be the case, but in my opinion, my club's already destroyed by the ownership, so they don't really matter. Yeah. But we got Machiavelli says, when was the last time the Manchester got something right involved in an English club? Though he's been getting a lot wrong lately.
Yeah, they also said Brendan Rodgers was going to Newcastle. I literally did not say the also.
So yeah, it's not nailed on. It's not nailed on. And the tweet did not say they've agreed a deal with Conte to come to Spurs. It is they are ready to go and try and do everything they can to get Antonio Conte. He could still say no. He could still say no. He might be willing to say yes at the moment, but is that a tactic? Is that a ploy to try and move Man United along and be like, listen, I've got this here ready, waiting. They want me. They'll give me everything that I want.
It's Ronaldo all over again.
You know what I mean? Like, what you saying? Because everyone knows that Conte is willing and ready to join Manchester United right now. There's too many reports that say that he's ready and wants to work with the Man United players and the squad. So is Conte doing a tactic to try and get Man United to sign him? Someone says yes, it's a just pressure on Man United. Football Fan Zone says race for Conte could determine the race for top 4. Interesting. I remember Terry earlier today saying that if Conte does go Spurs, he believes Spurs will get top 4. They do have quality players. They do have Son. They do have Kane. Romero looks decent, to be fair. I think he looks like a decent player. Other than that, it's looking a bit peak. But you never know. And the right system, the right manager, the right structure in that team could lead them to do many, many great things.
I just don't think Kane likes Nuno. That's all it is. I just don't think he believes in him as a manager. And that's why he's not down tool, because, in a way, because he wanted the move. But if he had a better manager there, I think he continues playing for them.
Yeah, that's just petty behaviour, because but
we knew that
you're the captain, and you shouldn't Like, his behaviour always just gets justified and actually annoys the life out of us. Like, everyone's always like, oh, yeah, like, I know you didn't obviously make it justified there, but like, I've seen that excuse like, oh, well, you know, he doesn't like Nuno as manager. Right, well, who cares? Crack on. You don't do that. You're the captain. You want a move. You shouldn't be sitting there looking like as ignorant and as unbothered as you are now. And he's justified. His behaviour was justified over the summer. Like, you know, Jack Grealish was like, oh, this traitor wants to leave Aston Villa, the club that made him what he is, blah, 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 blah. When he went to training every day and was still there literally the day before he went to Man City. Like, Harry Kane off, he went on 4 weeks.
And he mutually left as well. It wasn't like, oh, yeah, fun you, man, I'm going. It was like, no.
The Jack Grealish one, it was the release clause. Man City met it. What more? What more do you want?
They literally saw a video out there and them explaining how it went down.
Like, there's nothing more Jack could have done. Like, he didn't do anything.
It makes me not like him. Like, it makes us not like Harry Kane the way that he's defended all the time. And like, it's not necessarily his fault, but everyone just defends him all the time. All the media defend him. All the pundits that are everyone's shows defend him. Fans defend him. And I just think, like, you don't offer that sort of justification for anybody else, even if they want to move normally. And it's just it's frustrating.
You know why that is. We all know what it is. He's the England captain. He's the poster boy, the golden child. He's the one that represents all of us. The ugly duckling who made it to the top. You know what I mean? The saint who would swear on his daughter's life that a ball brushed his hair. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of person he is, and that is the person that they love. And unfortunately, you got other players out there who don't talk like him, who don't look like him, that aren't afforded the same kind of respect. And that's all it is. I actually don't mind the way that they respect Harry Kane as a person and try and actually analyze it as a human being. My issue is when it comes to other players,
consistency.
They are not like that. So until the day that they are equal with everyone, I will always have an issue. And it's not, for me, I get what you're saying, Kendall, like, makes you look at Harry Kane in a certain way. I don't really care about Harry Kane in life. For me, it's the people who speak about Harry Kane in a certain way, but yet speak about others in a different way. I've got the issues with them. Them man know who they are. The same ones that would say that Harry Kane wins the Premier League with Man United, but yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo don't. You know what I'm saying? But that is a discussion.
Can you imagine a headline? I couldn't imagine headlines when Sterling is pining to go to Real Madrid on like a 700k contract on a six-year deal, and then the headlines are going after him, despite the fact that he's barely even kicked the ball this season for City. Which is depressing, to be honest. I mean,
all right, this is a beautiful way of saying it. Complexion for protection. I've never heard that before. That is brilliant. No, that is absolutely brilliant. Michael here says Conte won't go to Spurs. Probably not. There's probably a high likely chance that he doesn't go to Spurs, but Spurs are trying. And as a Spurs fan, that's all you can flip and ask for. Even though I agree, Levy is a pagan. Levy is one of the biggest pagans in the Premier League, and trying to any manager underneath that man is screwed. It's similar to United, but it's worse because he's got no money. You know what I'm saying? Like he moves like he's broke. So yeah, it's a lot more worse. Talking about Man United though, Ollie gets his contract. I think it's contractual. You know, contractual save my job at the last second win because it happens every flipping year. 3-0. Ronaldo gets on the score sheet. Cavani gets on the score sheet. And Marcus Rashford coming off the bench, getting a nice little goal as well. I personally think that's Ollie safe. I think they're not going to touch him for the rest of the season. There is even a chance that we might not even touch him in the summer. I think that literally them man are so desperate for him not to be crap that it's going to keep it with him.
Trophy's pending, obviously. I mean, if he gets
no trophies.
No. If he gets a trophy, his job is like 100% safe. If it was 100% safe before,
but is he gonna win anything? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, I'm personally with how the game went. I'm reserving judgment with the formation until the Atlanta game. After Atlanta game, and the
You know who
City
he's
game.
going to beat Atalanta. That's not even the worry. It's like, can he go and beat City now? Which
But
Yeah.
he does.
he can. But the thing is, it's not like can
Yeah.
he go? He can. He's done it
can.
like
Yeah.
multiple times. It's really weird, man. Like Ollie's record against Man City is actually really
Pretty
good.
sick.
Like,
Yeah, it's pretty
like,
sick.
especially in the league, in the competitions, we've never beat them in the Carabao Cup semi-final.
We did beat them in the second leg of that semi-final, but then we obviously didn't win an aggregate.
Yeah. But you know what the funny thing is? The last time he went 3 at the back, he actually beat City 4-2. Or was it like 4-2 or something? I'm sure it was like before lockdown.
2-0.
No. It was
2-0.
2-0. We've beat Man City.
Oh, 2-0.
2-0, 2-1. We've beat them 2-0 again. We've drew 0-0 with them recently.
I might be thinking about the 2-0 one then.
Yeah. KJ, stop with the history talk. No one can. But
what history talk?
it's a fact.
History.
What we're talking about, like, if you talk about his record against Man City, it's a fact.
Yeah, but it's recent. It's like last season.
Yeah.
What else do you want to talk about?
Like,
If you can't talk about that, then Jesus Christ, bruv.
Said Machiavelli says Fabrizio said that the Atalanta game will be massive for Ollie's future. I personally think that's cap. Not that Fabrizio is capping, but I feel like the United board are capping to Fabrizio. I think he's safe.
No, I do think he has, because I do think the fan base goes very toxic if he gets out of the Champions League, and he needs to be Atalanta to have a chance of staying in. Because he can't get out of the group stages. That's a bit embarrassing.
It's a weird spot. Lincoln, how do you feel about Ollie right now and the situation?
No, with Ollie, it's just that. So after the Liverpool game, I'm pretty sure me and you, KJ, and everyone in our United group chat, we're just flicking through Twitter, looking all lines, seeing whether there was these reports coming out, whether Ollie was about to be sacked or had been sacked already. It didn't happen. So my feeling is that if he wasn't sacked, if he can't be sacked after a performance and a result like that Liverpool game, when is he going to get sacked? After a bigger loss, after even worse performance? And where's that going to come from? I don't think our performances this season, this premature saying this, get worse than that. And the Glazers still didn't sack Ollie after that one, so I don't know when he's going to get sacked. For me, it probably will get sacked this season, but it's just a matter of patience with Ollie in and Ollie out fans. I don't consider myself either one of the two, but it's just a matter of patience on what will happen this season. Let's just ride the season out. And we've been saying this for years: ride the season out, ride this season out, ride that season out, and then it's all down to one group of people.
Yeah, talking about that. Amin here says Glazers have lost that passion. When an owner loses that passion, it will be like situation now. But one passion. I don't even know. I don't even think the Glazers have ever had passion for United anyway. They've never had it. They just roll on the brilliance of Fergie and David Gill for years. And now they are here in the situation that they're at. But you know what? We know the situation with Man United. We've been speaking about it for the past flipping week. You know what I mean? Like, we all know about that. Guys, smash the like button if you think that Nuno is going to get sacked before Ollie, and that also Conte will be the next manager of Tottenham Hotspur. You know what I'm saying? Smash the like button for us. Subscribe to the Football Taste, and remember to share this out to all the charlatans not catching the vibe right now. Right. Going from one team who have got going from two teams with terrible owners, we're going to go to two new teams with great owners. One that's been there for years, and one who've just got there. Newcastle and Chelsea. Now, Kendall is still upset that Steve Bruce even touched a football club. But their takeover is here, but nothing seems to have right now galvanized. There's no boost in the team. The squad still look like the same kind of like performances I feel bad for ASM because he signed that 6-year deal.
Right, and what did he do yesterday? Let's ask.
I don't know. You tell me, Kendall. Speak on it.
Nothing. He did nothing. Didn't even touch the ball in the first half. That's God's honest truth. God's honest truth. He did not touch that ball in that first half yesterday. And please correct me if I'm wrong, right? But I'm pretty sure if he did touch the ball, it was extremely minimal. And luckily, that's because, well, I'm saying luckily, that's probably because we were defending all the time, constantly defending. You know, I thought we would have to do that, but actually at one point it was genuinely 10 at the back. That is God's honest truth. Callum Wilson was defending. That's no word fly, right? That team yesterday was a disgrace. The bench was worth 140 million and he put that team out yesterday. Absolute, utter, shambolic disgrace. Graham Jones, I'm really upset about it because I wanted him to do well and he's a Newcastle fan. Not like Steve Bruce, he actually is a Newcastle fan. And I wanted him to do well and I wanted him to just change something because nothing could be worse than what we're seeing it right now. Oh, but it actually got worse. Yeah, that performance yesterday, me, my dad and my brother left at 75 minutes. We've never done that in our lives. No, even when we got relegated and everything, we left at 75 minutes. And just, what was the point in watching it? It was embarrassing. It was absolutely embarrassing. I'm so shocked it was 0-0 at half-time. So shocked because, honestly, like, that performance yesterday was an embarrassment. Total embarrassment.
The one reason why it was probably 0-0 at half-time is because they didn't have Lukaku or Werner. I mean, imagine if they had Lukaku and Werner on that day.
The worst thing about that game, we'll talk about Chelsea in a moment because you guys, they deserve their flowers. But Winter Surfer said, bring Brucey back.
It's his bloody fault with this horrific. It's his fault.
What makes it worse, yeah? They had Ross Barkley doing up stepovers on the edge of your box when he could have slipped. Like, deep that. He's breaking away. He could easily slip someone in. And man's like, you know what, yeah, I'm going to slow the game down. Do little stepovers. And not single one of your players even try to at least clatter him. You know what I mean? Like, at least be like, bro, you're taking the mick here. Hit him. You know
I understand
what I mean?
that squad, right, is... Like, people say it's championship level and they're bang on because there's 6 players in that squad yesterday who were with us in the championship. Lol. Anyways, that's wishful thinking. So there were 6 players in that squad yesterday who were with us in the championship, and I mean that was 4 years ago. 5 years ago now. So I think it's about time we moved on, to be honest. And every single one of them players, apart from bar 4, I'll be moving on. And I have said this, and I still categorically stand by it. The referee yesterday was embarrassing in my opinion. And I'm not saying that he got decisions wrong. He just didn't make decisions. And Christensen got away with at least, I would say, 7 fouls, to the point where he didn't even get carded. I don't even know if he got carded the whole game, where Hayden did 2 and got carded immediately for the second one. But Chelsea were great yesterday. Actually, they weren't. The first half, they weren't that good. They just struggled against the low block, but the second half was great. Reece James's goals are absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, obviously we're not anywhere near the likes of Chelsea, for example, but still I would like to show a little bit of fight and a little bit of push, but it was just totally embarrassing.
It's looking.
Imagine Spurs get a manager before us.
Imagine you get imagine a takeover with the richest club in the flipping world and you get relegated.
I've said that. That is Newcastle United. That would ever happen to us, and I would probably bet on the fact that it will now, because I genuinely can't see us getting a win at all. I honestly can't.
So Kendall, what happened to those Paulo Fonseca rumors that were banned?
He had interviews, and obviously they weren't happy with it, so that rumors died down. Unai Emery's got odds have dropped dramatically today, so it could be anyone at this point.
I'm sorry. I mean, I know he's been out of the game for a bit, but Eddie Howe's just there, man.
Oh, I was wondering where you was going with this, Eddie. Yeah,
who do you think I was talking about?
Out of the game for a while, I genuinely think you're going to get Sam Allardyce. The Sam Allardyce is going to
Sam.
Big Sam bringing him for a rescue job. But yeah, it's looking peak for Newcastle. But Chelsea, though, all right, listen. I said something months ago when Tuchel took his 3rd or 2nd game in charge. I said Chelsea were back. And Chelsea fans thought I was trying to banter them. I was trying to do you said about Arsenal. You could see this happening. Chelsea are flipping back. and it frustrates me because they just won the Champions League, and they are in such a good position to win the Premier League. Souls, can they get over the line?
Yeah, probably. My only concern is like if they need to change the system that they're playing, because the Premier League is notorious where the 3-back, 5-back formation has an expiry date on it, and it can only be for so long that you can play it. Even Conte only got like a season out of it before he needed to change it. Sarri was the same. He brought it in for like about a season, and then after that he needed to change things. And that's where inevitably the sackings come in. But I think with Tuchel, he has got it playing and firing at the moment. And this might be the season where they go win the Premier League with it. And then it'll be, what can they do next season? But then these questions are if, buts, and maybes. They are looking serious. Like, they're looking like a serious side who are willing to invest. And it seems like every player that they've now bought is coming into fruition. Like Kai Havertz is becoming his own player. Werner's looking good, obviously, with Lukaku. When you're looking at their back line, obviously, when Rudiger's in there, they look aerially dominant. But obviously, when you take Rudiger out of there, they do look a little bit shaky. They've got Jorginho, they've got Kante, they've got Barkley playing good, they've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek playing good football as well. Then they've got Reece James arguably coming for that trend position, who's,
Yeah,
No, but I'm just saying, like, you can argue whether he's there or not, but, he is coming into that player where, for me, I think he's more complete than Trent in terms of, as a fullback, he's got the defensive ability and he's got the attacking ability. So it is, for me anyways, just, they're looking serious, and, it's annoying to say.
No,
They've got a fantastic coach in Tuchel, though, and I know I'm seeing the comments now because I've literally just switched the comments on, and I was seeing everyone saying, because I was kicking off yesterday, but Chelsea's admin putting out saying St. Reece James's Park, and that made 0 sense, right? And I was giving pointers. It should have just been Reece James's Park, so it would make so much sense, so much more sense, and it sounds way better than St. Reece James's Park. It doesn't make St. Reece James's Park makes 0 sense.
Okay, that's
Reece James's Park would have made more sense, and I was just giving pointers, and I was like, "Oh, you're bitter." I was like, How is me saying that bitter? I'm actually giving you pointers to make it sound better.
I cannot. I'm sorry, but you ranting right now with the makeup on. It's so funny. It's hilarious, absolutely hilarious. But okay, we do have some breaking news, guys. I can see Fabrizio have tweeted, bro. You know what I mean? Everyone relax, chill. So Fabrizio has tweeted. I've never seen like a comment section go off so much. Literally every time. Tottenham board now considering candidates list before sacking Nuno. Decision still to be communicated, but the job understood to be more than in danger. Nuno is waiting. Conte has always been on top of Paratici's list since summer. There was no agreement. Basically, they're not sacking Nuno. You see that first line? They're now considering candidates list before sacking Nuno. You see that line? Same line Man United used about sacking Ole. They ain't sacking him. They ain't sacking him.
Go on,
what is there to consider when he's crap? When a manager is that bad, what is there to consider?
Who they want to bring in? They don't want to bring in the modern day Mourinho now, do they? And go into the same pattern.
But even if you don't want to bring in the modern day Mourinho, get rid of the rubbish. Like Ryan Mason was an
But look, think about it. They got rejected by like 30-odd managers. They're not going to want to go through the cycle of having Ryan Mason there and then constantly getting rejected by another 30 managers.
Oh, Ryan Mason did a better job that Spurs squad than flipping Nuno.
Yeah, that's true.
You know
Ryan Mason got conned because he got beat by Pep.
Exactly.
That's so funny.
Exactly.
Like, that is just mad. It's so bad to me.
But they bought Mourinho in to win a trophy. He gets him to a final and they sack him a week before the final. You deserve it. You fucking deserve. Well, firstly, I don't like Spurs anyway, but you, man, deserve this. Just, it's brilliant. I love Spurs, man. They're fucking hilarious.
Everyone knows me. Me and Jose don't get along. We're not boys like that. But even I say,
really?
Even at least...
I swear you went to a Halloween party with them yesterday.
Me, Halloween and Jose, you must be lying. You must be lying.
Don't let me get the photos out.
Oh, hey, listen, but I dare you to bring out them photos. You'll be off the show real quick.
Let me Photoshop them real quick.
But Even I said, give him at least a final, and then whatever happens after that, you can do as you please. The fact that
Even
they
like
didn't
for
even
the
give him the
mind
final,
games, Jose is perfect to having a final. Even just for
Right.
the utter like the shithousery and the behaviour that he does
Wow.
prior to a final.
Ram,
Like,
did you see him on the touchline for the Roma AC Milan game?
No.
First of all, that game was mad. Like what they lost, but then Jose Mourinho, they just sprinting on the touchline and that. Never seen him more active on the touchline in my life actually. He's like a different player.
Man,
He's like
that
a different
that
manager.
time where he was gonna get the yellow card and he was like that, and then he went and sat down and he was like, that is my favourite Jose moment, like in history. That is just my favourite
there's
thing
that.
ever.
There's the time that Chelsea guy ran past him and he started he got up to try and fight, man.
Yeah.
That was amazing. The
time that he dashed them water bottles on Fellaini.
The water bottles, the whole thing with Juve.
Oh,
Damn,
yeah.
else was there? Oh yeah, the flipping. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, do you guys remember when him and Conte had that mad beef in the Premier League? And man was trying to talk about Conte's toupee and that. Like,
yeah.
Wait, listen, that is. There are many moments of Jose that made me flipping want to cry. That one to make me cry of laughter, man. The way my man went for Conte that season. Hey, listen, I was here for it. But yeah, man, absolutely insane. What Spurs have been doing recently, absolutely mad. I love this guy. You know, man's like Terry's tweeted. Everyone, Terry's tweeted.
Oh my God, Terry!
In fact, that is Terry. That's Terry's burner account. I've decided now.
Wait.
Run.
Yeah, here we go. Breaking.
He basically just retweeted what. He didn't really say anything different.
Well, he said breaking. If Conte gives the green light, then he can travel to London tomorrow and become the new manager via Alfredo Pedula. I think that's how you pronounce it. But Terry's tweeted people, stop everything. He's the real source. He's the real plug, the real in the know. Well, man like Slen's in there. Joseph said, I've never been done for match fixing. Oh, yes. Oh, classic, bro. Oh, listen. Absolutely beautiful, that whole beef. Absolutely beautiful.
And who could ever forget? Flip. I will flip them. You're nothing. You're nothing.
Sapri says Jose's antics are better than his management these days. Oh, legit.
Man,
you should a compilation him
in Italy, fam.
It's a compilation. Absolutely.
He was the perfect person for the Amazon documentary for Spurs. It was brilliant.
I know it, yeah. You know, I was talking about Amazon documentaries. Why is it going so well for you, man? It's so annoying. This documentary was lined up to be absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The three losses in a row, season in turmoil. Yes. And now this is turning to flipping Disney. And it's all turned around and look at it.
Hopes and dreams, happily ever after. Williams was supposed to start that show.
He's a proper ruined the crack. Like everyone who's doing a documentary like Tottenham and Sunderland was all like embarrassing, atrocious. Look at you, just coming in, ruining the vibes. Like, I'm sick and tired.
Yeah, no.
Even Walt Disney wants a bit of this magic, innit? Do you know what I mean, fam? Fairy dust, bro. We've turned it around.
I don't like positive souls, mind. I like to know you're depressed like me.
If United we're gonna get like a behind the scenes documentary like All or Nothing, it will probably have to be done by like Warner Bros or something, because the stuff that you will get from behind the scenes, like with the Glazers and everything, with Ollie and that, people will like,
wait. You said the stuff. Wait. Did you just say the stuff you get from behind the scenes and then mention the Glazers who are never there behind the scenes?
Oh yeah. To be honest, they're probably like
they wouldn't need to get Warner Bros. They might have to get MI5, bro, to try and find these man. Because where the hell are they, bro? Because they're not in Manchester. That is for sure.
Yeah, it's a mystery documentary, innit, bro? That's all it is.
Yeah, are they even real?
Finding Glazers, bro.
Wait. Conspiracy theory. Are the Glazers even real people? Because I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, we've seen pictures of their ball sacks, fam. Like they are dickheads, bro. Look at them. They look like dickheads, bro.
Those are decoys, bro. Those are not the Glazers. The Glazers can't look like that. You can't be that rich
Yeah, you
look
should
like
must
that,
have got
man.
plastic surgery. You should. I'm not. By the way, guys, don't go get cosmetic. Be proud of how you look. But those men should definitely get some.
Jota or Torres? Who would you have? Who's better? Wait, which Torres?
Is that Fernand
I was gonna
Torres?
say.
I'm guessing.
Ferran
I was gonna
Torres?
say-
Fernando Torres?
Which Torres? No matter which Torres. If it's Ferran Torres, I'd still have Ferran Torres. If it's Fernando, obviously I'm gonna say Fernando. What even is that question? But
Yeah, you'd have
call it
Fernando
Torres.
Torres any day.
I
wait,
would
what is
have
it?
loved to have seen Fernando Torres playing, still playing right now, but with the physique that he has right now. So that basically
Yeah, he's so wham.
Wham.
No.
He's so wham. He's
Him
so wham.
bodying
Oh,
the
you
body-
said Fernand Torres.
Yeah. It's definitely this
yeah, I
one.
would have Ferran Torres.
I don't know, you know.
No, I think
absolutely
Fernand is a bit more. He's got more to his game, but I don't know. You know, Wolf Jota, I would take probably over Fernand Torres. But this Liverpool one, he's a bit. Well, he's not really played, has he?
The thing is, Liverpool Jota is not too bad. It's just a bit hit and miss.
Oh, it's a bit tough.
You know who would I have over both of them? Talking about Wolves. Neto, bruv. All right, listen. You see that kid? When he comes back, I'm excited. But we're talking about Arsenal. Souls. A lot of Arsenal fans recently, have started to believe in your team, in your squad, and maybe even in your ownership slash board slash structure. Explain to me the hope. Explain to the viewers why Arsenal fans are getting excited and why they should be excited for what you're building right now. Because 2-0 over Leicester is a very good result, very good performance indeed. So some people are starting to believe in top 4. People are starting to believe in the project. Some people are starting to believe in the players. Even some people are starting to believe in Arteta. Why is that?
Right, so for me, I've always said top 6 this season, and I'm going to maintain that. Yeah, top 4 would be lovely. Don't get me wrong. Like, I would love to get top 4. But for me, it's still got to maintain the standards of let's get top 6. And the reason why people are hoping is because, let's be honest, most of the signings that we made this season, they're all paying off. They're all young. They got highly criticized. Everyone's saying Ben Shai, Aaron Ramsdale's this, Lokonga, Tavares, £150 million down the drain. A lot of people were saying that. And now they've come in. They beat Leicester, they beat Villa, which should be a given. But obviously, we weren't the favourites to win these 2 games. But we went in there and absolutely smacked them around. And that's the thing. We're now 9 games unbeaten. We've got the most clean sheets in the Premier League, and we've got one of the youngest teams in the Premier League. We're 3 points behind Cities. I think it's 6 points behind top, and we were. Well, I'm not even going to say. I know it was banter when people said relegation threatened Arsenal, blah blah blah, because of the first 3 games. But I'd say we've turned a corner. I'm not going to say Arsenal back until we start competing for the Premier League. That's when Arsenal is back. But we're looking good. We're looking solid. There's a really good defensive line structure there. There's a pattern of play. There's something that we're building towards. And in terms of the ownership and in terms of the board structure, for me personally, they promised me 5-6 players. They delivered in 5-6 players. And then they've said to us, in the coming summer, we're going to sign 2 world-class or top-end big signings. If they deliver on that, there's no reason for me not to trust them. And if you look at their talent ID and in the way that they're scouting and the structure that they're putting to the youth academy, there's no reason for me to believe that they haven't got a plan that's going to make us hopeful. And I think that's why a lot of people are believing in this project and are believing in the board, because everything they've said they're delivering on. And now it's just about delivering us Europe and delivering us top 4. If they do that, then there's no reason for us to really sit there and go, actually, they're lying to us. And if they get top 4, that exceeds a lot of people's expectations.
Well, Arsenal Fevers saying you're going to get top 3 this season. Overcoming Liverpool.
I never said that, by the way, so
Ha.
I'm not saying that. So,
Hey, your souls. Let's talk about that save, shall we?
Oh, you got the goalkeepers union rep over here.
Bam. I got the picture of the Ramsdale save, like right there. It's like,
bro, that was
Not even just
huge.
that save, like his performance overall, like his
Yeah.
distribution is mad. His save, his command in the defense. Your defense was great against Leicester. It was like, man,
It has been for the past like 8-9 games. It's been brilliant.
Do you know what I found utterly hilarious about that save? Peter Schmeichel was like, "Oh, that is the best save I've seen in years," and his own son was on the pitch.
Yeah.
Oh my god, how much corn is he holding right now? I literally can't even cope with that.
Casper was there like, Nani? Like, what?
You imagine that at Christmas dinner. Dad, you literally told the opposition keeper he's better than me. No, but that should motivate you in it, if anything. That shouldn't really put you. You know when it's like, oh yeah, your cousin done this though, your friend did this. That's what it looks like here. Oh yeah, but your mate did this. He got the A. Why did you get a B?
Oh, I hate parents like that. Suck, man. I'm not even gonna lie. We got another super chat from Mr. Dare I say Drift. He goes, Arsenal fans getting gassed now. It's like the ugly girl at school. He's finally getting a little bit of attention from a crush. It won't last, fam. Sorry.
Well, I'm not getting gassed here. I said top 6. I don't think that's gassing anything.
Oh, listen.
But I would love to smack Liverpool. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to smack them.
The Liverpool shout is very wild, finishing above Liverpool. But they did end up drawing with Brighton 2-2 at home. And it's weird. How can they go from slapping us up 5-0 away and then drawing 2-2 to Brighton? The only answer must be that Graham Potter. Sorry, let me try that again. Graham Potter might be one of the best managers in the league. It must have to be that. It must be that.
Now, do you know what it is? They're relentless.
Probably
That's
hard
the
to argue
thing.
against.
They're relentless. They just don't give a shit. They're attacking you, whoever you are. And I think that goes in their favour sometimes. And I think with Liverpool, I don't think they expect to be attacked anymore. And they expect teams to come in with a bit of fear. It's the same thing with Man City. I've always said it. If you want to beat Pep Guardiola, you show no mercy. You don't show fear, and you beat him. Look at the teams who traditionally beat him, at the teams that don't show fear against him, and they just go for it. And that's what Brighton did. They didn't give a shit if Liverpool had a bad team or not.
There was actually a tweet going about with it was like four pictures of low teams that have drawn with Liverpool. It was like Thomas Frank and Graham Potter, and I think another one, and I think another manager that plays with a back five. All those managers play with back fives. So then I'm thinking there were reports last week of McKenna and Carrick trying to get Ollie to play back five last week. So I'm thinking, what would happen last week if we played a back five against Liverpool? I'm just saying. But yeah, Graham Potter, he's very good. He's a very good manager. I think one of those top 6 clubs, one of those top 6 positions for him. I think that's for him in the future.
Fair enough. I really didn't see what Graham Potter can do at a big team.
I mean, United, it would suit United perfectly.
Maybe Man United. Liverpool is Salah FC. When he's out, the game is over. To be fair, they were 2-0 up. That's the wildest thing about it. They were 2-0 up. Salah didn't even score in that game. We got one of the assists for Jordan Henderson goal, which was a very good goal. Wait, the 3 of those goals were absolutely sick. Is it Mwepu? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah. Mwepu, yeah.
Yeah, you got Henderson and then Trossard's goal. All 3 of those goals.
Right. That Mwepu one is like one of them ones that just curls over. You think it's a cross, but it's actually short and it's looping over you, and then the sun's in your eyes. And then he was never saving that one.
Yeah, Seppe says Potter needs to test himself at a bigger club. You know, with some of these managers, it's not the fact that they need to test themselves and like they don't want to leave. It's about clubs wanting them. And my theory with Graham Potter will always be the fact, because he's English, he just won't get an opportunity at a big team or even a better team. Because Everton, they lost Ancelotti. I know Rafa's a very good manager. He's got a very good track record, but Graham Potter was there. If you're going to look for a mid-step, Everton is one of those clubs you're like, actually, no, to raise your profile, you go there. They didn't even consider him.
I just think it's because no English managers won the Premier League. They don't want to take the risk with it.
Yeah, but Everton aren't winning the Premier League. You know
Oh
what I
no,
mean?
with Everton, yeah, I get no, but I'm talking
Yeah.
about like the top teams who are looking to.
Yeah, with the top teams, I semi get it. There needs to be some kind of catalog to go with the hype. But Everton, Spurs, West Ham doing okay, so that we can not talk
Oh,
about
they're
them.
phenomenal, yeah.
Who else is there in that middle kind of section? Potentially someone like a Villa, potentially maybe if the Dean Smith doesn't improve.
But then Dean Smith is not doing too badly with them.
Yeah, they're in weird form right now.
Yeah.
But Graham Potter is excellent manager, and it'll be interesting to see where he goes, because if you look at every club he's been to, the fans love him. They love the football he plays, and he gets praises sung. And it'll be just a nice story to have, like to see a manager who isn't the most fancy looking, who isn't the most sexiest for names. The man's called Graham. His last name's Potter, you know what I mean? Like, it don't sound nice. Antonio Conte, Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp. They're cool names. Man sounds like he just goes down pub every Sunday, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it would be nice to see him in a bigger job, to see where I go on. But Liverpool fans, are you worried about your title race? Because now you got Chelsea. What is it? 3 points ahead, 2 points ahead, and then you got Man City, who are 5 points behind. Yo,
The thing is about Liverpool is that as great as they've been this season, they've played some great football, and then there's been some games where they haven't even kicked out first game, but then they still won. Results like the Brighton one, they're not gonna. I don't think that'll be the last one. I don't think that'll be the last kind of result. I mean, there's still plenty of teams in the league like a Brighton that they have to play home and away, and
also because there's 28 games left, so there's more than likely will be a result like that somewhere down the line. You know what I'm saying? Super Chat here said, Arsenal, come get your 5-0 annual pumping at Anfield. That is a big test for Arsenal. When do you guys go play Liverpool? Is it next week?
It's not. It's the first game after the international breaks. I think it's 17th, is it, or something like that, or is it just after?
Yeah. Big test that will be. Big test. But you know what? Yeah. It could be worse for Liverpool. They could have lost, like Man City against Mandem Palace.
Oh, it's the 20th of November. It was when we played.
20th of November. All right, cool. Interesting. Mandem Palace got one of the Mandem to come through, and now they're cooking. Oh, listen, the way people were cooking the area before he even managed this team, bro. The way they were saying, he's not going to be good enough. They're going to get relegated. But look at the players he brought in. Look at the football that they're playing. I'm actually happy for you right now.
And he's got Benteke to get his shooting boots back on, which is
honestly, Benteke is
more that can be said for anyone.
Wait, listen, Mandem Palace went from the old school PE teacher that everybody loved because he's just been there for years to the new cool Mandem teacher, bro. That's what they're good. And look at them now. They still look like they play for Power League, but still, that's what they need. Conor Gallagher, what a player. What a player.
I love how like Zaha riles players up, man. It's so good.
Boy, Zaha's still bitter, bro. But it's okay.
I just love it, man.
You see the Elise just trying up Stone before that one. I just love that counter attack, man. It's like the one near the end of the game when Gallagher scored. It's like when you think Zaha's gonna score, but then Zaha just like literally just slowed it down. Like the game paused, and then the student of Conor Gallagher's like putting the pass in net. Can we talk about Edison's 1v1 defending, please? Because this guy.
Wait, Edison? Did you say Edison?
Oh, yes.
Oh, did you say? Did you say the midfielder who plays in goal? Of course. We can't expect him to be world class when he's not even a goalkeeper. I don't see what people expect from him.
But how did Zaha get that much time in a Man City box? How did no one tackle him? How? I don't get it, bro. City is such a weird team, man. Honestly. And oh yeah, can we talk about these 2 red card incidences as well? Because how did one get a red card and Evans got away with it, and Evans did the worst one?
Well, to be fair, Evans, Concert, and Laporte all did similar things.
And one no, yeah, 2 of them got red cards, and the one that benefits Arsenal never gets a red. Oh, it's annoying, man.
Where's David with his tinfoil right now?
I don't give a shit, bro. It's true though. How did 2 of those incidents? Firstly, yeah, my man literally choked hold him, and then dropped him, yeah, and doesn't get a red card. It's like, yeah, just a yellow, mate. Just carry on with your day.
That concert incident was very
Oh,
odd.
man.
Weird.
Yeah.
Because I thought House should have got a red card.
Oi,
He
House-
flipped
Yeah,
it.
well, that's
Bang,
what
yeah.
you know when they were looking at VAR, that's what I thought they were looking at. I thought they were looking at like House's.
Yeah, because that
red
was
card.
bad.
I
though.
thought
How
Concert-
does this give the guy
Concert
like a
was
Judas?
yellow.
But then Concert
He
just like,
looked and then just went poof.
Wait,
Like serious
Concert's-
foul play. Honestly, I don't know how he got away with
Concert's
that.
was more of a yellow, and then Hoses was a red. But Concert got the red, and Hoses got nothing. It's really
when you
mad.
think about it, like they bit goal scoring opportunities. They always look at goal scoring opportunity, like stopping a goal scoring opportunity when it comes to like determining red cards. But then it just, I think, yeah, there are a lot. There's a grey area in that. To be honest, I mean, when that like. So you're ignoring that someone is just fucking Judas affected someone with the elbow. But then you're looking at the one when you're looking at goal scoring opportunity because he's stopping the goal scoring opportunity. It's like it's weird, man. VAR, man.
KJ talk. Hello, I'm speaking. KDB, is he finished?
Physically,
I don't think he's finished. I just don't think he's performing at the highest level because this age is catching up to him. And when I say age, I know he's still only 30, 31. It's not that. It's his body, bro. His body has been
old?
breaking.
Yeah.
he's breaking down.
His body's
Yeah,
breaking him down, and that's all he is. So he's gonna go through these patches of form where he's
Yeah, not
struggling a
everyone's
bit.
a Zlatan, a Ronaldo, or a Messi that can play to like 35, 36, or a Ryan Giggs.
You know what I mean?
And plus, he's been playing at an extremely high level for a number of seasons now. He's bound to have a dip somewhere. He can't. When you're getting older, you can't continue like that.
And he's been
Only
injured
to
a
a
lot.
certain point, and then you've got to drop. So you know.
Apparently, he still has an ankle injury, and if if that's true, then it's very, very, very evident. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, speaking of City players, big prayers up for Sergio Aguero. He got taken off.
For arithmetic.
He
got a heart arithmetic something. So he should look at retiring. There's no need.
I think so. Him and Ericsson. I know Ericsson can still continue playing because he's got the pacemaker in there now, and Daley Blind had something similar in there. So Ericsson might just have to think about moving teams and just going to a league that allow him to play. Because I think that
I'm sure they said that the Eredivisie is the only league that actually allows you to play with that device in.
Yeah, so that's one thing that Ericsson has to think about. But in terms of Aguero and even Ericsson,
they've proven what they needed to prove.
I would just retire, bro. You know what I mean? Like, just call it a day. Like, you've got no shame.
Man's got the twitch as well. Like, man, you're set, bro. Man, you're set.
I feel so sorry for Aguero because he got this move to Barcelona. Was expecting to play, with Messi, and Messi left, and then he was injured for several matches, and then now he's come back and that's happened. Like, I find it so insane that he's played at such an immense level for a number of years and has got to a point, and now all of a sudden it's like affecting him. And I find that like absolutely insane how it can just affect you at like a random time. I just find it crazy.
Yeah, but you know what the mad thing is, he wasn't even like, if he was like pressing hard or if he was working hard in that game, I'd have like fair enough. He's just come back from a long-term injury. It's probably just a bit of fitness. He can probably get it. But legit, he wasn't doing anything. And all of a sudden, all you see is him just kind of collapse on the floor. And I was like, this does not look good.
Yeah, Cohen saying it can be something that can be rectified, so depending on the severity of it.
Yeah,
and I get that.
My grandma had an irregular heartbeat. She had a heart murmur, but I mean, it never affected her. But when you're a footballer and you're an elite level athlete at the highest level, it's not the best condition.
That you've proven everything anyway. You're 30
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
anyway.
I say he can rectify it at home, bro. You know what I mean? That's the way he can do it. Just chill.
Do you know if he was like a young player, I would have been like, all right, fair enough in it, because you've got a lot to prove still. But you're 30 odd, you've won everything that you needed to win at like club level, even country. He just won the Copa America. Like, there's nothing really more to prove for you.
Yeah, like it's very sad to hear, and we hope all footballers have a nice, healthy career. You know what I mean?
His kid's gonna be like the best footballer in the world, probably in the next like.
Oh yeah.
He's got the most
the amount of
genes
people
ever,
that his kid and Messi's kid as well has to look up to. I mean, because I think Messi's
Yeah, Messi's the godfather, Maradona's the grandfather, and then obviously Aguero's the dad.
Aguero's his dad. Like, bruv, if you don't turn out to be a sick footballer,
if you turn out to be like a door-to-door salesman or something, then you turn out to be
Lincoln, I got a question for you. If your dad was a footballer and he was that rich, do you think you'd ever become a door-to-door salesman?
That's true. That's true.
That's true.
You just take over the Twitch channel, innit?
Oh yeah, all right, listen. Father and son Twitch, it will bang. Who's Thugden and Thug Dad? Bunda. Aguero and Aguero's son. You know what I mean? Let's go. Benjamin, I think his name is. Right. We've been through most of the things. I think it's time for calling. Don't you think guys think so too?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So people, the link is in the description. I'll put it in earlier for you guys to get in the backstage early. But I'll put it back in here as well. You know what I'm saying? Premier League roundup time. So you can talk about this is where we can talk about anything during the Premier League. We could talk about how Dan James is playing number 10 for Leeds.
I saw that, you know.
We could talk about how Burnley are playing Cornet up front and scoring goals, and I really needed to consider flashing him, like he get out because something's not right. Southampton, West Ham, Man United, whoever, Conte, flip him.
That Ronaldo
I don't know. Ramsdale, whoever you want to talk about, let's speak about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Someone that says the empty head.
Go on.
All right. First up, hey, he's returned. All right, this guy was jokes the last time he was in a call-in. He is back. The faceless wonder, man like Raphael is here. Let's go.
Yep, it's me.
Hey,
how's it going, man?
And you know, yeah, I'm good. You know me. I'm gonna talk about the fraud. I mean, this guy, he's a fraud. I mean,
got it. Okay.
You guys have been talking about Pogba or De Bruyne. Yeah, maybe 3 years ago it would have been De Bruyne, but now it's Pogba. And De Bruyne, he's a fraud. He's a big-time fraud. Like every single game.
It just took me a while to click on you.
Yeah, when he said the fraud, I was like, yeah, I know he's on about that. I remember this.
And
I remember this.
Guess what?
Yeah.
I mean, he's the typical player that in a game he keeps hiding. You know, because obviously if he does like some little pass, the commentators would be like, "Oh, De Bruyne, look at that pass, De Bruyne."
That's a beautiful pass.
They'll be wanking. I bet they'll be wanking about De Bruyne every day. But he's the player who keeps hiding in games. Now look at Club Brugge. He was hiding in the game yesterday. Same scenario, hiding in the game against Brighton. He wasn't playing, and guess what happens? City plays their best game of the year.
Of course.
Also,
he wasn't playing against Brighton because Man City were playing against Brighton either.
Last week. What did I say? I said against Brighton he didn't play. They played very well. Against Crystal Palace he plays, and guess what happens? They lose.
I mean, to be fair, if we take out Kevin De Bruyne out of that City team, you could basically just put in Fernandes, put in Mahrez there, Gundogan or whatever. There's just so many players that they could replace.
Gundogan is better than him.
You know, Kevin De Bruyne and Fred have really similar stats. In fact, Fred's got 2 clean sheets, and Kevin De Bruyne has just got 1 more goal.
I told you he's a fraud, and he keeps hiding the games. But obviously, he's Kevin De Bruyne.
The first guys are loving it now. The first
Raf, okay, we understand you don't like he's a fraud.
Yeah.
I want to ask you one question, answer it, and then we're going to move on.
Yeah.
is this to do anything to do with the injuries that he's been getting in the last few seasons? Is this the reason why he's slowly starting to regress as a footballer, or is it just he's been a fraud all this entire time and Pep has carried him?
No, he's regressed. It's not. I mean, he was good, but now he's not what he used to be.
And do you think that's because of his injuries?
It could be. It could be part of it. It could be anything. It could be whatever. But yeah. Also, that defender, the French defender, Spanish or French, I don't know.
Or he's Spanish now.
He too. He's a big fraud.
Wait,
how much did he cost? Like 60 million?
Because
do you know that was his 83rd appearance for City, and how many years he's been there?
Mad, absolutely mad. Right, Raf, thank you so much for coming on and and spreading your KDB slander. We enjoy it every single time. Catch you in a bit, dude.
All right, the Freudener.
Did you call
Why
him
is the
the
comment
Freudener?
section so pressed? Like they're like, you've got an agenda against KDB. Well, we're talking news. Like
No.
That's what it is.
Did you? I'm with the chat in terms of I think they're just talking about Raf, not us. We're just chilling, bro. We're just
Why is
chilling.
everyone so bothered?
We got Bean Talk.
Someone said you guys are so reactionary.
Gosh, listen.
Let's talk about. Let's go on Bean Talk.
Also, please talk about how Messi's stinking up League On, being dragged off multiple times. A Canadian got 8 goals in League On, where Messi has 0 goals and 0 assists.
Talking about Jonathan David, by the way.
Yeah, I know he's talking about. Why are you linking? You're really excited.
Did you see that video of him where he was just stood there and Neymar was doing like working so hard in the corner, and Messi just literally walked like just outside the semicircle and just stood there for like literally 5 minutes, did not move. Like he just was stood there. And when I say not move, I'm actually genuinely mean he was like stood there just for like just watching everything going on. Like
he does not. He cannot give up.
Safe says send the leak. KJ, I thought you were sacked by Terry. I've not seen you in a long time, bro. Where have you been? That's the only reason why you haven't seen me, fam. Like that's the only reason why. Because I've been here, bro. I have been here. KJ talk about 009. Say that Jaden Bumcho.
We could talk about 008. 008, Romelu Lukaku. No goal.
Fam, he scored goals though, so we're not doing that today. All I'm gonna say is, when if you're talking about a secret agent, when your handler is Ollie, bro, you might as well just hand in your resignation.
Sorry, Jaden Bumcho's actually killed it. It's like not even like
Bumcho,
goal, but it's just so funny.
Bencho, man, all these
I mean, KJ, does Fergie what at United Bird? If you ask him if he works there or if he's on it, he's got an honorary role of being on the board, but my man doesn't do anything. My man's just there. It's basically the queen, because she don't do nothing either. God bless her soul. Anyway, we got some more calls coming in. Now we go. We got the W07 meme coming out. We got the Fanny Van der Beek memes coming out as well. Grealish is a flop. I don't think it's a flop. He's just doing okay.
Not yet, man. I mean, the goals aren't there, but then like the performance overall. Like, I mean, he's only. I think only. Obviously only Bruno Fernandes and I think Trent have created more chances than him.
He's doing okay. He's just getting.
Someone just called him Jaden Sandwich.
She didn't say. How's that funny?
I don't know.
Because it's just like I just wasn't expecting that.
Safe wants to educate me on football finance. Okay, Safe.
What finance have we spoke about today?
I don't know, but he wants to talk about it, so let's go. Another call here. We've got London is Blue with us today. How you doing, brother?
Oh yeah. I'm good. I just wanted to say that Arsenal, I think they're so overrated, man. They just hit this little purple patch, and now everybody's thinking they're 0-3, 0-4 Arsenal. Like everybody knows they're probably gonna finish 9th, 10th. You got Brighton. They're gonna finish above them. West Ham, Leicester. All these teams, man. They're probably not even gonna get 8th again as well. Probably lower.
Yeah,
That's what
man,
I
just
think.
relegate Arsenal, bruv. It's fine, man. It's fine. We're shit,
Wait,
bruv.
wait,
It's
wait,
all
wait,
good.
wait.
Nah, you guys are dead. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, man. We're
Let's not
dead.
do
I know,
this.
I know,
No,
bruv.
no.
Wait.
No.
London is blue. London is blue. I get Arsenal having finished 8th in 2 seasons in a row. I get that. But to think Brighton, who are another team you could easily say are in a purple patch of form, are going to finish above them.
Nah, trust me, they will. Look at the style of play, man. Bro. Look at Arsenal, bro. They're playing not 4-4-2. But look at the way they play. Imagine calling what's his name? Smith for creating De Bruyne. He's the most overrated player ever, I swear. Brother scores 3 goals, yeah. And now man's calling him some Ballon d'Or contender. Come on now.
Wait. Which one of your little friends called him a Ballon d'Or contender? Now you're saying we've called
Nah,
him a
not my
Ballon d'Or
friends. My
contender.
friends are deluded
Yeah.
like Arsenal fans. Come on.
Well, all right, then facts in it. Bring them out. Bring the receipts out. Which player said, or what fan has said Ballon d'Or contender?
Bro,
Wait.
it's Twitter, innit? What?
Oh, wait, no, it's funny. Someone said, "Man sounds like eye test." Oh, are you eye test's brother, my friend?
Nah, not even, bro.
not
Who's
even,
that guy
alright.
smoking? Where's that guy smoking, man? But let me say also one more thing here.
Yeah, go on then.
Anything Chelsea does, yeah, the media always like try to downplay it. Like you can see we're the best team in the world here by far. Like nobody's better than us. What we're doing right now, yeah, is just history. We're just too good, man, innit? I'm almost
Best.
buzzing now.
Wait.
In the world.
Best team
Bro,
in the world.
who's
The
better than Chelsea?
WORLD. Who's better than Chelsea?
Who's better than Chelsea? Come on.
You could on their day. It's tough to be fair to split these guys, but you can say Man City. You could say Liverpool. You could say Bayern Munich. Those are like the only 3 other teams I could say you could argue over them.
Okay, I understand that, but if you say last year, I don't think Chelsea were first last year, but
You definitely were.
but say anybody who's first, who's not Chelsea, the media always exaggerates them like they're already gonna win their league. Like, can you tell me why? Because because it is true though, it is true. Chelsea always get downplayed.
If there's any Chelsea bias against them, it's because the way that you've grown that your trophy count. Man City, because their fan base is small, no one really cares, and the media love Pep. They've loved Pep since the day of Barcelona, so they're always going to back him. Liverpool, they're basically a cult, so like the media would always back them because they don't want to get done out by the Liverpool fans. Man United is up and down, and so is Arsenal, depending on how they do. And the Spurs are Spurs, so they don't get any love either. So that's really that's where that comes from. But London is blue. Thank you for your call. Just before you go as well, Galactus Pro said KJ, it was Coven who said ESR Ballon d'Or. I don't know if
I remember that now.
Gunnar Sauce, let me ask you something quickly. Do you think Chelsea are going to win the league this season, or like how many cups do you think we're going to win? If you think we are,
I think you've got a good chance of winning the league. It just depends on what Liverpool and City. If Liverpool don't get any injuries, then they could be up there with yous. I don't know how many the cup wise. I'm not too sure how many you can win. You've definitely got the squad to win them all, but it's just dependent on how much of an impact Lukaku and Werner's injuries are going to have on you. And I'm not sure how long of an injury there are either. But yeah, I mean, you can win the league. There's no denying that.
To answer the trophy question, anyone in the Carabao Cup right now, literally can actually start dreaming of actually going to being at the final. Like,
because because they're in the competition.
I know. If it was this on last year, and then City was still in the competition,
it's like saying, guys,
Lincoln.
That's like saying, guys, the guy is in the final of the Carabao Cup. Start dreaming of winning the Carabao Cup.
You're making me sound like McWowen, fam.
I get what you're saying, but it's a bit of a
listen, one of my favorite Lincoln moments ever. By the way, London is blue. Thank you so much for coming on, my guy.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Also,
in
your profile pic, I just got a question. Is that your missus, mate?
brother.
Oh.
Not even, man. Don't worry,
Is that
don't worry.
no? It's like you, bro. Who's that?
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm too
lovely.
young to even smoke, fam. So, I
Wait,
watch
what's
it.
that
Wait,
gonna be when you see it?
wait, there is
Alright,
no
cool.
profile
Bro,
pic.
it's some random account, man. I had it like what? Yeah, 7 times, bro. I don't know who that is.
Cool, cool, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Alright,
Can I,
very
can I
well,
just
very
ruin
well.
your evening, London is blue? You know,
Go on.
you're actually not the best here in the world currently. You're actually 5th. So you know, just on that
Oh,
note.
the UEFA
Who's-
Good night,
ranking.
thanks.
Who's first of
No,
all?
no,
Who's-
international
tell me
form.
why.
Napoli is actually the best in the world currently.
Napoli, yeah.
But I'll let you
Sailors.
off that time.
Say less.
That's what I
Alright,
said,
safe
bro.
you,
I'm
man.
only doing it because I'm sad about yesterday, so it's alright. That's
No,
all.
you
all
man are
I'm
going
doing
to the,
for.
you man are gonna go to the championship. I think it's about time you man really deep it. Like it's peaking it,
I
but
know, but we've deeped it long time ago. We deeped it long time
Alright,
ago.
don't
To be honest,
send for
I'm glad.
Kendall. Don't send for Kendall.
Bro,
She already knows, bro. Alright,
it's
thank
so
you so
peak.
much, my guy. I'll
Yeah,
see you in a bit,
love you
bro.
guys, love.
Alright, Patrick, catch you. Alright, listen. London's Blue's hilarious, man. It's like I tested younger brother. We got ESR for Ballon d'Or over J5.
Anyhow,
Okay.
anyhow, Jorginho wins the Ballon d'Or. I know he's been great, all right, but anyhow, this guy wins the Ballon d'Or over Lewandowski. He got screwed last year off winning the Ballon d'Or. Like, and if anyone but Lewandowski wins it, then
Yeah, we got LFC for life here, basically saying that KJ has nothing. See, this is why I say you guys are a cult, bro. Not everything's an agenda. Look, another one. KJ agenda. Where is it? He says it again. Is there another one? The
Agenda
point is
against who?
Liverpool. I'm telling you
Oh.
guys.
Yeah, but you're a United fan. Of course, you're gonna hate them.
Yeah,
That's
but
just part of you.
literally, I could say Mo Salah is one of the greatest players to have ever played in the Premier League, and then get upset because I didn't say he's the best player to ever play in Africa. You know what I mean? Like they just Liverpool fans. I like the Liverpool fans that I know, like Tom. Who else we got? We got man like Drift, man like Cal, Matt, Ram, Rack. You're all cool. Sonny's. I love Sonny as well, and.
Is like the most level-headed.
Oh wait, actually, you know what? Stroh's the realest one. And then
Zayn, Louis as well.
Zayn is okay. I got Chris Sem in the back. Chris Sem will be coming on with us very, very shortly, and Mohammed as well. They're cool. The rest of you lot, though, you need to watch yourselves because it's very mad. All right, here we go. Another one. There's another one. There is agenda. Hey, I like that one. There's another one. I'm telling you.
You know, I've noticed about football fans. I think I tweeted this the other day. Like this current crop of football fans, like the younger generation of football fans, like you can't have a bit of football talk because you can't. They have no rationale and they have no sort of constructive element to them at all. It's like if you say so and so's better than so and so, it's because you've got an agenda, but really it's not. It's just because they are. It's just facts. I don't know. There's no banter anymore. You can't have banter. Everyone just jumps on you, insults you for your opinion. It's absolutely insane.
Here's typical Twitter conversation. Oh, I honestly don't think Bruno is that much of a good player. I mean, he's good. He has all these numbers, but really his performance is that great. And then a reply will be like, "Oh, so is his ratio." Honestly. And then did you see that?
That's insane. It's so insane, man.
I just think that's what happens when you got a bigger account.
You know
the bigger you get, the worse it gets.
Yeah, literally, it's a fact because the more people you get along, more people want to have an opinion or a voice or just whatever. Basically, everyone just have flipping fun and let's vibe out. Gonna go to some more calls here before we bring on Safe. We're going to go to one more person and then we're going to have a nice little panel on for Team of the Week. We got man like Villa Boys. Hey, listen. Welcome to the Football Terrace. Welcome to Midnight Vibes. A Villa fan here.
Yo,
what are you saying, my bro?
What are you guys saying?
Not too much.
I'm
man,
good,
not
you
too
know.
much.
I'm good.
We are here.
All right, listen. People, listen to his voice. Premium. Brummy accent. You got to love it, man. You got to love it. It's a disrespected accent, bro.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I don't have it, but fam, I'm with you, fam. I'm with you.
I know. Guys, but let me ask you a question. Thoughts on Villa's season so far? Be honest.
What, Villa's season?
Yeah.
I would say disappointing. Really disappointing because you got the signings. For me personally, the signings that Villa got, the way that you guys performed last season, you was expecting a bit more from you guys. I know losing Jack is a massive loss, but the way that you the
Yeah,
way
for
that you spent that,
1% agree.
you know what I mean, the way you spent that money, you look at it and be like, actually, they may have been able to cover the holes. You got Bailey, Buendia coming in, Transabi back on loan, Martinez stayed. Like, you got all these different things going your way.
Mike Cash is like probably the best player right now. I mean, he's probably shining light of your season, to be honest.
Yeah, Matty Cash, you know what I mean? Conce is a good player.
I
John
think it's just
McGinn.
going to take time for everyone to bed in because you relied on Grealish so much, like to do a lot of things. I think it's just going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, I guess, to play differently and play in a different way. But it probably is disappointing when you look at the signings. But still, I think you maybe just need to be people just need to be a little bit more patient. Not saying you or Villa fans, but just people who expected you to be like top 8 again. Like, I just think patience is always needed.
I have a soft spot for Villa. I always will. I'm connected to that club because I actually used to work for them as well. So there is that. One of the best jobs I've ever had. But Villa are a good team. They're just going through a bad period right now. What do you think needs to change as a Villa fan for your team?
Well, personally, I think obviously, I think the defense is not that great. Our midfield as well. Like we keep getting exposed every single time. Our midfield is so wide open as well. Especially if you watch the West Ham game today, like we're absolutely terrible in my opinion. Like our midfield was no assistant. Like we gave West Ham so many respect as well. And we are lost 4 games in a row now. If you lost 4 games in a row, I think this is out, the manager will go, to be fair.
Can I ask you a question? Because I know he divides opinion on a lot of people, like England fans and stuff. Like, do you rate Tyrone Mings? Like, what is your feelings on him? Because I know he divides so many opinions on people. Some people think he's unreal. Some people think he's absolute liability. Like, what do Villa fans think of him? I suppose everyone's not the same, but what do you think of him?
Well, personally, to be fair, I think Tyrone Mings is a good player, but sometimes he can make a stupid mistake. That's some Villa fans get very, very frustrated with him. Like, he can make so many stupid errors. Like, the Charlton game he cost us, and also the Fuller game last season. Like, he passed with Mitrovic all that year.
Nah, I feel you, man. Mings is an interesting one. He would have moments of brilliance and be like, yo, he can go on to be a solid defender. And then you just do something stupid. And then he'll go on again to do something more stupid. And you're just like, the guy just needs to get out of his own head. When he's composed, he's a solid defender. But Villa boys, thank you for coming on, my guy. Repping Birmingham today. You know what I'm saying? We'd love to see it. Hopefully have you on again at some point. See you in a bit, dude.
Yeah, I will. Cheers, thank you.
Sweet. No problem. Right. Seppa's with a question. Why don't I have the accent? It's just the way it is.
He does, though. He does have a twang, KJ.
Yeah, every now and then it comes out, but it's not strong. It's not heavy like some of my friends from Grom. That is for sure. Right. What would people say it in the comment section?
It's a Tara Maguire.
Mings reminds me of Sionchu. Is that Sionchu slander? Mings' head is bigger than Maguire. I don't think anyone's head could be bigger than Maguire's. People were saying when John Terry left, that's when it started to go bad for Villa. I need to look into that. I need to see if that's actually true. Where is
I
John
didn't
Terry?
even know he'd left.
Oh, wait,
yeah,
I know he left.
I'm sure he's left this season, isn't it?
Yeah, he left.
Because everyone was saying, "Oh, John Terry, Newcastle manager." I was like, "Please, God, no."
Is he managing a club yet?
No, I don't think so.
Where is he?
I think he left the assistant manager role with the intention of going into proper management.
Well, that kind of sucks for him, innit?
He's unemployed, I think.
Wait, where's Safe? Where's Safe gone? I was about to put him on. This guy, bruv. Absolute. He's Safe. You tell people to flip in send you the link. Send the link. I send him the link. He's in backstage. Your time is about to come, and he just goes.
He might be back. It might be a connection thing, innit?
Well, if he is back, I'll definitely put him on because he wants to teach me and educate me about football finance. All right, we've got a couple more calls before the panel come on. We've got man like Bean coming on, but before Bean comes on, we have got man like Josh. Josh is here, Arsenal fan. What you saying, bro?
Yo, what's up, man? What's up, people?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Oof, mate, Arsenal have done very well, man. Arsenal done very well, very well. I'm impressed. 9 games unbeaten. But I'm not gonna get gassed because I know how crap this club is. I know we can turn to Sheffield United the next 20 games, but so far it's looking good. Tomiyasu, baller. Listen, I'm telling you guys right now. Me personally, I think Tomiyasu is the best right back in the league right now. I don't care about Reece James. I don't care about Wan-Bissaka. Tomiyasu is solid, bro. Solid. On the other side, you got Tavares. Boy.
Wait.
Listen, Tavares, yeah?
Wait. I think something might be up. Did you just say Tomiyasu is the best right back in the league?
Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. Right now, yes. Yes, I did.
Over whom? Over whom?
I mean, he said he's the best right back in the league, so everyone in the league.
What do you mean over who?
That means he must be a better right back in the league
Come
so
on,
far.
he's been solid. He's been solid. He's been.
So he's okay. So Tomiyasu has been better this season than Reece James and Trent.
Someone just put in the comments, Reece James must have died.
Yes, he's been solid. Come on now, he's been solid at the back.
I don't agree. He's been the best right back in the league. I can't agree with that one.
Oh,
he's definitely been solid. He's been a huge improvement for the back line.
Okay.
Wow.
So you know what? Yeah, I hear the solid defensively because that's what propelled our Wan-Bissaka to even be in that conversation, even though that's died now. That's probably done. But you think his defensive work has been so much better than Reece James and Trent Alexander's attacking? Because that's what really you're comparing here now. Josh.
Ooh. Well. Okay, well, Trent's defending is definitely better than Trent's defending, but Reece James, I don't know, 50-50. I think just about. But he has been definitely.
Come on, you know Reece James has been better. I love Tomiyasu. I love him. I think he's a solid right back, and I think there's a lot of potential there. But to say he's been better than Reece James is a bit of a.
It's a stretch. It's a stretch.
It's a big stretch. Yeah. I'm not even hiding
that. But you know what, Josh? I like the trust you have backing your man. I like your trust backing your man. I like it.
And also one thing, big up. Listen, see Ramsdale, boy. Listen, everyone wrote him up. Everyone said, "Oh, he's trash, this and that." Everyone giving signs up, bro. The guy, oh man, he is just a monster in goal. But I'm not gonna get gassed. But he has been so good in goal. My God. Oh,
yeah, Josh. I love you, Josh. I love you,
so good.
Keep being you, fam. Keep being you. Yo, Josh, thanks for coming on. Thank you for that insight into Ramsdale and Tomiyasu. We'll come back. Listen, we'll have to come back to this conversation towards the end of the season and see what I'll go on. And hey, if Arsenal do end up getting top 4, maybe that is because Tomiyasu might be the best right back in the league. Who knows? Josh, my guy, thank you for coming on. I'll see you over in a bit.
Yeah. You also who saw that clip ran about on Twitter of him? I remember, Aaron Ramsdale when he was taking the goal kick, and then the rest of the crowd were like, "Oh, yo, shit!" And then he joined in with him.
He just went,
I love Ramsdale, bro.
You know what? Yeah, I have cussed Ramsdale a lot as a goalkeeper, and right now he's been exceptionally well, and I always praise him for that. I take back what I said about his dead trim because that was unfair. But for now, I'm gonna let him have his praise, and I'll reevaluate Ramsdale at the end of the season and see how he does. But right now, he's performing really,
Do you
really
think?
well.
Do you think these performances will get him try? Will get him into We'll try and change Southgate's plans a little bit because he relies.
Nah,
The reason
No,
why he relies on Pickford is because of his solely because of his
no.
distribution and what we've
no,
seen
no,
from
no, no.
Ronaldo.
Southgate runs it like a club in it. Like Pickford for him has just been immense. So you won't drop him until Pickford starts dropping clangers.
Yeah, literally, Pickford is the goalkeeper that got you to a Euros final and a World Cup semis. You don't drop that just because man is doing
I would play him
passes.
over Pickford, but he won't. He just runs it that
Yeah,
way.
fam, I would still play Dean Henderson over my man, but it is what it is. Right,
Yeah,
it's
but
time for.
Souls is right. He runs it as a club, and Pickford's not really
He hasn't done
like
anything wrong.
done anything wrong for England, so
Yeah,
he probably won't be.
it's the same with Sterling. He'll still pick Sterling regardless of the fact
Yeah.
he's not been performing, because for England he's performed. He'll still pick Kane because in his eyes Kane has performed for England.
Yo, we need to England to drop Harry Kane, and we need to do that for us.
Yeah,
100. I 100%.
But we'll speak about that another time. It's time for panel time with man like Bean, man like Winter Surfer. We got Chris in here, and we also got Qasim, and we can't forget man like Mohammed as well. What's up, guys? Man like Chris is back. What you saying, bro?
Yeah, what's good, man?
We're good. Talk to me. What going with your club and drawing to Brighton?
Well, no, it's a quick story, isn't it? We just weren't good enough on the day. Brighton came in like they owned the place, and then they spun us, innit? They spun us. I don't know what else to say. It was a very woeful performance, but I expected it, to be honest. The moment Cato went off and we brought Ox on. By the way, Sols, you want to take Ox back? You want to take Ox back? Because this guy, yeah, he's done, man. He's finished. You guys robbed us 40 mil for this guy. It's actually mad. It's actually
You can
insane.
have him, bruv. The receipt's in the bin.
Just give us Smith Rowe as well. Give us Smith Rowe and you can have Ox.
It's just The thing about it is, like, I expected this the moment like Thiago and all these men went in our midfield, and I feel like once we get our midfield back, I feel like we'll be more consistent. But until then, it's going to be on and off for us, in my opinion.
Yeah, fair enough. Yo, Bean, our guy. Listen, before we get to you, I have been emotional for the past week.
You've been in your feelings the last couple of days, dog.
I will admit so. But as you can see, I've bought FIFA 22. I've got out. I went outside, touched grass, like I tell people to do. I touched grass, and I'm happy again. I had a good session on Wednesday and that. So yes. How are you feeling after the 3-0 win against Spurs?
Well, actually, I didn't watch the game. I was at my sister's baby shower, so I completely missed it. But I was happy after hearing the result. I was very confused why everybody was complaining about Ollie's lineup after the game, after we won. I thought that was a bit strange to complain about a lineup after we won, but yeah, I was happy.
To be fair, anything Ollie does right now, I mean, like, it will always be.
I understand.
Like,
it's just it's strange because we rest Ronaldo, then he gets people shit on him for rotating, and then when he doesn't rotate, people shit on him. So right now he can't win.
Exactly.
But I don't think he's good enough to win us a trophy. But unless there's a manager available that our board is willing to work with, then there's no point in sacking him. In my opinion.
So you Ollie in for now? Are you
Ollie is at the wheel.
Ollie in.
Come on.
I was Ollie till the end of the season, before the season.
Yes,
and
please.
I would say
for life.
the same right now.
On,
if the board doesn't want to get CONTE in, there's no point in bringing in CONTE, because then it's just going to lead to conflict, and then it's just going to make things worse.
In the
CONTE
words of
isn't
Rio
going to get rid of
put the numbers
CONTE's
on,
not
put
going to
the
get rid of the
contract on the
owners.
table. Come on.
Nah, I get what's being saying. I had this conversation with my dad. It's a logical way of thinking about it. I've gone past logic though.
I understand. It's frustrating.
Yeah,
we got smacked 5-0 to our biggest rivals, and
Just
they
tell
took
Ollie
it
he's
easy
getting
on
sacked.
us.
He's going to win every game.
Yeah, we'll see.
Or legit. Literally, if we told Ollie that you lose your job if you lose your next game, we'd win the league. Andrew, man like the Winter Surfer. All right, Chelsea, top of the league. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. It was a bit we're getting a bit frustrated on Saturday because we weren't taking our chances. But man like Reece James, that first goal when he hit it on his left foot and it swung in, that was just unbelievable. But yeah, we're all good, and it's I like it, man. People criticising us, that means we're back. So I like it. Criticising our football, that means we're back. Bring it on. It's like the good old days.
Nice.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
All right, fair enough. You're Cass, Chelsea fan as well, but I'm going to ask you a different one. Your different question. Your former manager, like Mourinho, linked to Spurs, but this time, do you think he will go? Do you think Conte will go to Spurs?
I think, with all respect for Tottenham, I think Conte is a big profile in it to go to Tottenham. I think it's more like Man United, Chelsea, City, Liverpool. Tottenham is a downgrade. I'm not sure, mate. I don't think so.
Yeah, fair enough. And Mohammed, are you worried about your title challenge? That's another smaller team that you've
It's hard to say because even though we dropped points again, it would just 3 points away. Like Chelsea could lose the next game, and if we win our next game, we'll be level of points. So it just changes. That 3 points. 3 points is nothing at this stage. But I'm scared that Chelsea will run away because they got games.
That's what's gonna happen.
We got West Ham next week. That's not going to be easy.
Boy, West Ham, difficult game. Their man are high flying right now. But it's time for Team of the Week, people. Team of the Week coming live and direct with you. Right. It is time. Let's get through this, people. So, in net, are we going with Aaron Ramsdale? Is that
100%?
Yeah, Ramsdale. So no debate there.
Boy, 2 weeks in a row, bro. Who would have thought? Ramsdale going in.
I can't wait for that upgrade, man.
Yeah. Oh, talking about FIFA 22. I've just started it, and I've almost got Antonio, and I'm enjoying it right now.
I still need to get
back. It has to be James.
Reece James, 100%.
Second best left back in the league.
Has to go in there. There he is. Boom.
Excuse me. One of the Arsenal fan, he said that Arsenal right back is best right back in the league, isn't it?
Yeah, I asked him. I don't agree with this, bro.
The Arsenal fans are getting loud up there winning.
Bro, I disputed it. No.
No, you did. You did it.
Just watch out in a couple weeks when we batter you 5-0 at home.
Here we go. All right, the trash talk. Save that for the previews, people. Centre backs. Who are we going with?
Gabriel's going.
Gabriel's going with it. And Gabriel has to go with it. And one of the
it's just Is it? There he is.
There we go. One of the Crystal Palace centre backs has to go in there because you don't play Man City, win 2-0 and not get
Anderson.
From what I saw, Guehi looked like he had a good game.
Guehi, very, very good player, yeah. Guehi, yeah.
Oh, he definitely also is ex Chelsea.
I was going to say, listen to Chelsea fans saying Guehi.
No.
The game, is he? Is he in the game?
People are saying Champions League Varane, which is
Varane had a good game.
Varane had a good game, yeah.
But for me, it's like Spurs are seen as this really dead team right now.
Yeah, like people are putting like Rudiger in that. What the hell? We didn't even make him do anything yesterday.
You know what I mean? Like if Spurs are
how do you even spell this brother's name?
He went up against Man City and won. Wade might be over him. Left back. Who was saying that left back?
We could have been a right back, but Ben Johnson. Shout out Ben Johnson.
Oh yeah, goal against Aston Villa, very very good.
That was a good goal as well. It was a solid goal.
He can go in there still. Like that is perfectly okay.
Yeah, I don't know who else. I can't think of a left back who had
I can't think anyone else.
Yeah, me neither. No one stood out.
Like Ben J. See if that comes up. There he is. Oi. Man's got a nice 68 rated silver card.
Hey, yo, did you get the celebration? Did you get the celebration in it?
Yeah, it's a cool celebration, actually. Very cool. In the midfield, who are we going for?
Declan
Rafinha.
Rice.
Declan
Rafinha,
Rice.
yeah. And
Oh,
Gallagher.
Rice is
right.
going in there.
Hey, in fact, okay, guys, I know his name. I honestly feel like people don't rate this guy because his second name is Rice.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Honestly,
Conor
I
Gallagher.
don't-
Wait,
Conor Gallagher.
Half price.
wait, everyone. Wait 1 second. So, Lincoln requested this. He requested this. So, I want to allow him to have it.
Yeah.
He wanted to do up Rice prop. So, here's your chance, Lincoln.
Fair play.
Say what you want to say.
All right, because I'm really gonna do this because he's probably gonna sign for United in the future. But Declan Rice, like, we need to stop. Like I said just now, I honestly feel like people just disrespect him because he's British and his second name is Rice. Like, honestly, this guy has come on leaps and bounds since we first saw him start for West Ham as centre back. Like, he started off as a centre back, then he went into midfield. He didn't look okay in midfield, and then suddenly last season he just became his very own player, and then now he's looking like a complete Rolls Royce of a midfielder, and he's passing, his distribution, and he has a good eye for goal as well. Like, Declan Rice, overpriced at 100 million, but anywhere near that I will pay for him, honestly.
You pay 100 million.
Wait, what?
I'm
not
I would pay 60. 60, yes.
Wait, man said 100 million is overpriced.
100 is.
But
I would
anywhere
not
near it.
put 100 mil on the table for Declan Rice, but if I was to pay like 60, like Bean just said, like
No, Lincoln.
Yeah, 60 is not near 100.
Oh, wait, listen, you said near. You said anywhere near. Like, that's like 95, bro. That's what you're saying. Not
I love Lincoln.
Okay, yeah, you know what I mean, man.
All right, Lincoln, man, you are the best, man. Never change. All right, cool. We're going back into picking the teams. So Declan Rice is in there already. So who else are we going to pick?
One of Party or ESR for me. They were immense.
I'll give it to Partey. I think he was decent.
Party.
That is a shout. We're not gonna say how about Conor Gallagher?
Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, but he can be the third midfielder, innit?
yeah.
He can be the third one.
Conor Gallagher.
This Conor Gallagher guy, he's just getting in all the time, innit? Okay, have we found him? Like, do we find him? Oh, there he is.
He had a good game.
I know Brighton players going to get in there because, I mean, they did draw.
They did draw. There's a lot of Mwepu shouts in the
man.
in the comments.
My Zambian brother.
Bazuma
No,
as well.
I think ESR or Party, one of them, they had an immense 90 minutes though. They controlled the entire game.
Yeah, obviously these three players don't really get that much prop nowadays. In fact, they're probably ridiculed more than most. But small shout out to McFred for the Spurs game. Yes,
It's Spurs, man.
Listen, there's only one Man United player.
Basuma surely has to go in there. He killed our midfielding. Yes,
all right, cool.
He did, to be fair.
So I think it's out of you got a lot of choices, but I think ESR. No, let's go Party and Party or Mwepu for the third midfielder. Who are we gonna go with? Souls, you're saying Partey, yep.
Yeah.
All right, Kendall.
How do you say his name from Brighton? Mwepu or something? Mwepu?
Yeah, okay, that's 1-1.
I didn't watch the Arsenal game though, so that is
I'll
why
go
I didn't
Basuma.
watch the Arsenal game.
Oh, he actually wants Basuma. We have Basuma in there as well then. Lincoln.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Mwepu.
All right, cool. Winter Surfer.
I'll go Party.
Oh, Party. Ooh, 2-2. Chris.
Mwepu, my Zambian brother. I have to, man. I have to.
All right, cool. Cass.
Leeds United player, Rafinha. I think he had a brilliant game today.
He's a forward player. He's a forward player.
Is he? Okay, I go for Basuma, Brighton.
Oh, Basuma. Okay. And then last pick is going down to. So I can't actually see who's down there in the corner. Is that Mohammed?
Yeah.
Yeah, who you picking?
Basuma.
Bissouma.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Basuma.
Oh, wait, sir, is that 3-3 to Bissouma and Mwepu? You know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
There is one person who can pick this final one. I don't know where he's been recently, but man likes to decided to dodge for the last couple of weeks. But he's finally here. He's finally back with us. Everyone loves to hate him because he is the show villain. We've missed him. David's back. What's up, dude?
Yeah, I'm alive. Sorry, I kind of just woke up.
Wait, whoa. Wait.
Basically,
Woke up? So you was back in time for the show?
bro, I was so tired. I would have just been a vegetable, honestly. I would have been used to it.
Yes, I would have enjoyed that. I'll give me vegetable, David. Jeez. Anyway, David.
I'm picking Mwepu because that goal was outrageous.
It was outrageous.
Cool.
I was so annoyed. I was so annoyed.
Yeah, it was outrageous.
By the way, do you not see Le Cobham? Oh, Le Cobham. Gueye and Gallagher and James. Ooh.
I'll never get Tamori and Tammy.
No,
even though Tammy didn't play that well.
Tammy's stinking up Roma at the moment.
Boy, Lamptey as well. Lamptey came from Cobham as well, bro. Oh, and you got Broha doing Livermento. Listen, I'm not going to talk about this academy because you want me to make me upset. All right, cool.
Everywhere, man.
All right, and then forward line, the one Man United player that I suggest you go in,
Ronaldo.
It was a very good goal by Ronaldo.
Hey, deep down, he hasn't done the C since the Newcastle since he's re-debuted.
Yeah, you know why?
You know
why
what?
he's not doing it?
Everybody else is doing it.
It's not because you don't want to get me. He don't flipping care. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's serious, bro. He got no time to see.
He finally got on the same league goals as Reece James. That's good for him. Man. Finally got the same league goals as Reece James. I feel good for him.
That's funny. All right, we've got.
Yeah, can I just say something? KJ, I think Ronaldo's finish was absolutely out of the world.
Oh, it was flipping disgusting.
It was absolutely brilliant finish. That.
Most strikers don't even bother to attempt to hit that ball because Ben Davies nearly got to that ball, but then Ronaldo just saw it away in it.
So what we saying for the forward line? So you've got like Maxwell
Left
Cornet,
wing, Mane.
Chris Woods.
Mane left wing.
No,
Jared Bourne.
Even I can't back Mane this week, man. I can't back him this week.
Mane actually played sick this week. He did.
No. I'm sorry, but when you're Liverpool and you're drawing with Brighton, you do not deserve to be in the team.
It's all good, man. We're not picking Mane. Allow it.
It's Chris Woods.
Come on, man. Just
Hey,
Can you just put Zaha? Because I think he did well against Chris.
Yeah, Zaha had a good game as well.
Yeah, he had a good game.
Jared Bourne.
Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe.
Yeah, ESR for left wing, I'd say.
I'd put Smith Rowe ahead of anyone else.
Chris
All right.
You're gonna buy more
We are
Arsenal, mate.
fighting.
You're gonna buy
We
more
are
Arsenal.
fighting. So the comments are loving Zaha.
Yeah, Zaha.
So
Yeah, Zaha did well, man. He did.
Zaha can go in. Now this last spot again. Any forward
I'm going
player-
ESR still.
Rafinha.
Rafinha, yeah, I picked Rafinha. He had a good game.
It's Norwich, man. I'll give it to Emil Smith Rowe. I think
What
he
about
did decent.
what about
Yeah, but
Trossard?
Rafinha carried Leeds this season, though.
Trossard. What about Cornet?
Nah, Rafinha, man.
What about
He's
Chris
having to play
Woods?
at Burnley.
Chris Wood, you know. Oi, David loves a bit of Chris Wood.
Brexit FC.
Okay, so and there's a lot of love for Bowen in the chat. There's also a love for Cornet, a lot of love for ESR as well. Trossard getting a little shout because there's so many of us. We can do a multiple one. So I'm gonna say Cornet, ESR, or who else was it?
Rafinha.
One sec. No, Bowen. Sorry,
Bowen. Yeah,
Bowen. Out of those three, who are we saying? I want to start with David.
Cornet.
Of course, I knew he was going to pick Cornet. Mohammed.
Rafinha.
Do people listen? Okay, we're going to try this. Cornet. And I forgot ESR or flipping Bowen.
Okay, Smith Rowe then. Smith Rowe.
Smith Rowe. So Smith Rowe is okay. It's what? Okay, cool. Lincoln.
Yeah, Bowen.
But okay, it's 1-1-1. Winter Surfer.
Cornet.
Okay, nice.
2-1.
Chris.
I'm just gonna say this is what happens when Salah has an off day, you know. But yeah, let me think, man. ESR. I'll give it to ESR. I think he had the decent game.
Ooh, okay. So it's 2-2-1. Cass.
Rafinha, mate. Rafinha.
Oh my! What did it? Let's try this again. Let's try this again.
Hey, KJ, listen. Football is level, isn't it? And Rafinha, I think he's not. In no time, he's gonna go to a big club. It's just
that is true. We get it, but we picked
it was absolutely outstanding today. I think Rafinha in no time is gonna go play for Chelsea. I think
that's true.
Out of the three that we picked, though, who would you pick?
You didn't pick Rafinha.
Anyway, Bean.
Bowen. Okay, it's a Bowen.
Bean, who you picking?
Bowen.
Okay, it is 2-2-2. Kendall.
Yeah, Bowen for me as well. But I also thought Antonio, even though he didn't score, had an unbelievable game as well, by the way. Can we just... He's so good. I love Mikel Antonio.
When I get that rule breakers Antonio, I'm going to be gassed.
No goal and assist, no fantasy points, man.
Yeah. All right, disgrace, isn't it?
I don't even want to look at fantasy this week, honestly.
Yeah,
so Bowen in the lead. Souls, you're going ESR, right?
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Okay, Cass, you have got the deciding vote. Besides Rafinha, out of Bowen and ESR, who would you pick?
No, besides Rafinha, I go with Scandal. I think Bowen. I watched the game tonight. It was everywhere. Yeah, I picked the Bowen. It's the former Hull City player. Yeah, I think he played very, very well tonight.
Bowen ain't gonna ever make a team of the week ever again, so we may as well give him a shot while he can.
Bowen is going in there. That is actually true, Bean, because when we're going to see Bowen in this again, it's like when Newcastle get players in.
Yeah, but West Ham have been immense. They probably
Rafinha got done dirty there. It's gonna drop off. Come on now. It's gonna drop off.
Rafinha got done dirty.
And here we go.
You just wait till next season, right? And Newcastle will be in every single team of the week because we'll have unbelievable.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Wait.
Will Newcastle be in the Premier League next season?
Championship.
Probably not Championship. It'll have to be
Newcastle with Donny van de Beek and Martial.
So here's the question: who gets Manager of the Week?
I'll say Potter, to be honest.
Give it to Ollie.
Vieira.
Wait, we're not gonna say Vieira.
Vieira.
I give it to Vieira.
Yeah,
as well.
Vieira.
Vieira, 100%.
He has to be Vieira.
He's doing a good job at Palace.
Ollie's in the sunburn.
Ollie's saving his job.
Redemption. Ollie's gonna cockroach, man.
All right, listen. Vieira, man's come in. He's just doing sick, bro. I love it. Absolutely. David,
he's so underrated.
Actually, wait. David, you ain't hiding from this. You ain't hiding from this. Man's trying to hide in the corner, bro. Hey, listen. I know it's early and anything can happen in the Premier League. There's 28 games left. But shame on you for wishing bad on Patrick Vieira.
I didn't wish bad on him. I just didn't think he was that good, but he's proven me wrong.
Shame on you. But yes, so here is your team of the week. You got Ramsdale in nets, you got Reece James, you got Gabriel, Guehi, and Johnson on the back line. We've got Gallagher, Rice, and Wepu in the midfield. And up front, we've got Jared Bowen, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Will Fizarro up top. And in Baller of the Week, who are we saying, people?
Ronaldo.
Conor Gallagher.
Zaha for rattling the Man City players, you know what
Ramsdale. I'm going to go Ramsdale.
You know what I want to say? I'm saying Reece James, bro.
Yeah.
That's my pick. That's mine.
But it is only Newcastle.
I'm gonna go Conor Gallagher. I thought Gallagher was absolutely brilliant.
But Ronaldo did sick though yesterday.
Yeah, but it's Spurs, isn't it?
It's Spurs, man.
Spurs.
But come on, man. You have to give him props to
that. The comment section, the Chelsea fans.
Yeah, but we do normally go off goals, and Reece James got 2. So
Reece James, is getting a
but
lot.
it's unfair on the keeper.
He scored
unfair on the keeper. He can't score.
I'm surprised he said that.
Alisson scored. That's not an excuse.
That's funny. That is. That's funny. All right, we need to make a pick. So we've got Ronaldo, Reece James, and Gallagher were the main ones that I heard. Ramsdale. I hear that. but no, not this week.
That's just because people didn't watch the game. That's genuinely why.
No,
I did.
No, no.
Ramsdale
All right,
was
cool.
He was an
Ramsdale, in terms
actual
of
joke.
performance,
it was annoying me because you should have lost that game. But
Ramsdale, in terms of performance, which one of those three would you say you performed better than?
Ramsdale, he legit saved us completely.
Yeah, but I'm asking you, out of those three, who did he perform better?
No,
than?
that's because the goals. That's only because they scored goals, and Ramsdale unfortunately can't score a goal.
No,
because
yeah,
the
but that's what I'm
goalkeeper.
saying. So, in terms of a
Say
goalkeeping,
Ronaldo.
yeah,
Say
in terms of a
Ronaldo.
goalkeeping performance,
Say Ronaldo. Say Ronaldo.
compared to an outfield performance, which is hard to do, but who would you say he outperformed?
Ramsdale played better, or on par at least with them, yeah. Because as much as Reece James scored against a Newcastle team that literally sat back and had like 10% possession, of course he's going to score. And one of them was in an open goal. I'd be surprised if he didn't score an open goal. But anyways, yeah, it is what it is. I know I'm fighting a losing battle here. It's all
I think
good.
Ramsdale has I think he has a shout.
I'm not even, you know how defensive you were. I'm not even saying that you can't have him in there. I was asking you, who would you replace out of those three?
Out of who? Reece James? No, Reece James can stay there.
Reece James, Gallagher,
Ronaldo.
and
Ronaldo, yeah, Ronaldo.
Place Ronaldo. Yeah. Place Ronaldo.
Are we really doing this?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, I literally called it.
Place Ronaldo.
Is a goalkeeper ever going to win the Ballon d'Or? No.
Let's take a vote.
Can I just ask a question? What about David? What do you think, David?
I honestly don't care because it's neither of those players is getting my player of the week anyway. So
wait. Who's getting your player of the week? Oh, Reece James.
No, it's Conor Gallagher. It's Conor Gallagher.
I don't Conor Gallagher.
Yeah,
No, because he got a goal and an assist against the hardest opposition. That for me.
Okay, that is
I
fair.
agree.
You know what? Yeah, fine. Ramsdale can replace Ronaldo for this week for player of the week. So, Souls, you're going with Ramsdale.
Yeah.
Kendall, who are you voting for?
Conor Gallagher.
Bean.
Reece James.
All right, cool. It's 1-1-1. Cass.
Conor Gallagher, mate.
Chris.
Gallagher.
Winner Surfer.
Gallagher.
Ronaldo.
Lincoln.
Ramsdale.
Goalkeepers Union.
No,
Mohammed.
Ramsdale.
Let you fight Ramsdale's battle. Meanwhile, Lincoln's like, I'm going to say Ramsdale anyway.
Mohammed, who did you just say?
Ramsdale.
David, are you picking Gallagher?
Mohammed,
The Cobham
I
shining.
wouldn't have that if I was you personally.
Alright, so it looks like it is Gallagher in the end, winning, beating Ramsdale, who got a nice hard-fought battle for him to even be in contention. But here is your team once again, team of the week, with Conor Gallagher getting our Vibes Baller of the Week. And then last but not least, the only one way to end the show, Charlatan of the Week. Who does it go to?
Nuno.
It's Nuno.
In
defense.
Told them get by where they go.
Harry Kane.
So you got Harry Kane, Nuno, secret shout. Liverpool's defense.
Should we just say Spurs in general?
Spurs.
Nah,
Genoa is too easy.
I probably say just Harry Kane for wearing his Halloween costume during the match. I mean, that's unacceptable.
But a ghost?
Carl Darloff, me.
Yeah, invisible clothing.
All right, cool. So I'm in agreement that it can be
That's
the
not even. I
Spurs.
did no one watch that performance yesterday? Did no one see how
I thought he
his
was
distribution?
Considering
He was ass.
the amount of the pressure he was under. I mean, you can read
Well,
him.
you thought his distribution was acceptable yesterday for any single goalkeeper from grassroots to Premier League.
Ramsdale got 4 team of the week votes, and his distribution was awful.
Oh,
Wait, David.
Hey, no.
I know for a fact, I know 110%. Yeah, I can bet my life you didn't watch the game.
Yeah, there's too many of us. There's too many of us to do
He's
this.
upsetting it. I like that guy, man. He's upset. He's getting upset, man.
No, you man didn't watch the game. If you watched the game, you wouldn't say
I'm
his distribution was shit.
I'm gonna say that Spurs get Charlotte of the week. Hold tight, Nuno. Hold
Fair
tight, Harry Kane.
But we're not going to say like Pep gets Charlotte in the week because since
You know what? Yeah, Pep.
Crystal Palace.
You know what? Crystal Palace beat Man City like every season, like once a season. So like,
I mean, if you're gonna give it to anyone, you give it to Laporte in it, like for getting a red card.
yeah, you can give it to him, but you give it to Spurs because why not? It's flipping Spurs. But guys who have joined us today in the panel, thank you so much. So Chris, my guy, thank you so much for coming
Big
on.
up, man.
Big up, big up. Man like Cass, thank you for coming on as well, my
Thank
guy.
you very
Big
much.
up to
Appreciate
you.
it.
No problem, no problem. Man like Andrew, the winner surfer, thank you so much for coming on, my guy. Peace out. Man like Mohammed as well.
Thank you for
coming
having me
through.
on.
No problem, no problem. And we also got Bean, one of my actually coming on, slowly becoming one of my favorite people. We
you.
love to see it, man. Thank you for coming on.
Have a good evening,
My
everybody.
God. Yeah, you too, man. You
Sure,
too. Right, people, we've come to the end of the show. But before we leave, first of all, remember to like, subscribe to the Football Terrace and share this out to all the charlatans. Not catching the vibe right now. And I've got to announce something very quickly. So let me just do this. After taking a long thought about it, speaking to Terry, speaking to the team, Midnight Vibes will be concluding next week. Unfortunately, so Midnight Vibes will be finishing next week. Next week will be the end of Midnight Vibes. It's just because normal life is kicking back in. People are getting more busy. Jobs getting in the way. Opportunities coming up elsewhere, and not just myself, but everyone on the team have also got other commitments, and we've got to move on, unfortunately. And it's been one hell of a ride, and I'm sure next week when we do our final show that we'll have our moment to think about all the best moments, to think about all the wonderful times, all the weird and wonderful times with you guys doing this show for the past over a year now. But yeah, don't worry, people. This is not a Terry fallout. Me and Terry aren't arguing. There is no beef. So don't go over and shout at him. It's something that was naturally coming to an end. And it's something that I had to think about going forward in terms of my personal life as well, what's going in my life. And nothing bad, it's just opportunities coming up. I won't be able to always commit to the Sundays doing it so late as well. So unfortunately, it's going to have to end. I wanted to go to the end of the season. I really did, because this season looks like it's going to be a great one. But it's just very difficult right now to maintain that consistency that you guys have been expecting and have received from Vibes FC, from Midnight Vibes, since its conception. So unfortunately, I'd have to say, next week will be the last week, but we'll make sure it'll be a great week. It'll be a great final show. I don't know what the hell we're going to do, but we're going to do something vibey, fam. You know what I mean? We're going to cement the fact that we are the best football club in the world, and we don't even play bloody football, fam. Let's flipping go. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'll do all my thank yous and everything next week. But, guys, once again, thank you for tuning in to Midnight Vibes, episode 69. We've got one last push, episode 70. Let's go out with a bang. Until then, everyone, keep vibing. And Nuno out.